Set to go. The HBL ball drop. We had a mistake last night. Who's under it? It's Alim Dar, I think. Get the hands ready, Alim. Get the hands ready. Oh, too easy. I'd love to have seen Richard Illingworth do it, actually. Oh, I would have preferred to see Illy underneath that one. Little fist bump for the umps on their way out to the middle. Vastly experienced, these two gentlemen. A couple of experienced campaigners alongside me as well. Very good evening, first of all, to Sanamir and Buzzard Khan.
Good evening to you as well.
There promises to be an interesting evening as that. Multan Sultans have to bat first and have to bat really well. We've seen throughout this tournament, the advantage is chasing. So once you bat first, I think you need to set a really big target. You can almost take the risk of going for 180-90 because 140-50 hasn't been enough so far, what we've seen in Karachi.
And they have got the right man to do that. Mohammad Rizwan, who has made 4 50s in the last 5 innings. Just look at his record. He's in great form. And that's the captain leading from the front.
Chris Lynn was out cheaply in match number 1. Advancing down the wicket, got an edge through to the keeper, but that strike rate is exactly what he can do. He can hurt teams. Prefers the quicker bowling. Prefers to face the pace than the spin. So he might be happy. Wahab Riaz. It's not Wahab Riaz at all.
That's Mohammad Imran, the emerging player for Peshawar Zalmi.
Yeah, left arm medium quick from the university end. Every team has an emerging player involved. This man just 20 years of age. 29 maximum, very pleasant for the players in these evening matches. A little bit warmer in the afternoon contests, a slight breeze. Yeah, more than comfortable for the players this evening as we get underway with the Gillette countdown. Two slips in place, and umpire Alim Dar says, "Let's play, gentlemen." Left arm over the wicket, very strong, very packed offside field. Just 2 on the leg side, a mid-on and a man at fine leg. Got a third man, 2 slips, backward point, and in front of point a cover, Shafane Rutherford, and a mid-off. It's Rizwan on strike. A little bit of swing straight away. That's why the packed offside field.
Good start from Mohammad Imran also. Bowling according to the field. It's very important in this power play that how you set the tone. We have seen Shaheen Shah Afridi being the top wicket taker and how he gives start. And big opportunity for Mohammad Imran here to give a start like that for his team.
And with those 2 slips set, it seems as if Imran will swing the ball away from the right-hander. His natural angle will be the ball sort of angling away.
It's only taken 1 ball and the slip's gone, or one of them.
It's because Rizwan has moved to his middle and off stump.
And again, he's underway though, Rizwan, with a comfortable single.
And that's the confidence of this man. He knows that Mohammad Imran is not experienced, so he's shuffling to the middle and off stump to make sure that he can use that leg side to rotate the strike or dispatch the bad ball.
Yeah, it's an early movement as well, so he's getting himself set in position. Just trying to open up that onside. Right, Chris Lynn. Can't get that one away. Stays relatively crease-bound, Chris Lynn, but if you bowl in the slot, he will hurt you. Take a look at these numbers, Sana Baz. 270 strikes when the ball is in the slot. Length, 208, so short of a length and pace off. Chris Lynn probably struggles a little bit more, but do not bowl it full.
And also with these power hitters and with Lynn as well, they stay leg side of the ball, so it's not like Rizwan will walk across. He'll just give himself that opportunity to swing his arms, even if the ball's swinging away from him.
And good bowling there. Chris Lynn not using any kind of shuffle there, and Mohammad Imran making sure that he can get those dot balls in this power play over.
Yeah, and you look at the next in line for strike rates in the slot in PSL history. Kushdil Shah, Asif Ali and David Visa. Quite a long way behind, but still very respectable in the 200s. Chris Lynn 270 though, just next level. They've got a deep backward square in place, so no slips at all. It's full, nicely played. Pinch one, will Chris Lynn get off the mark?
The question here, Dooley, is that we've seen all these games. Last night, 178 chased down. Now, chasing is obviously the advantage, but when you're batting first, do you now gamble on trying to get 180, 85 and then risk getting out 120? Because we've seen that middling score 150, 60 is not enough.
Well, the one thing I always say is you cannot get 185 if you're 3 for 20. If you're none for 35 after 5, you can still get 185. So I think wickets up front has been the key. Keep them in the tank and make the most of the back end. That's a nice finish to the over from Rizwan. 6 without loss, 1 gone.
And this is the shuffle again. He's covering his stumps and making room to play on that leg side where there are less fielders, and the fine leg fielder was in, and Mohammad Rizwan making sure that they are off to a good start in the power play.
Yeah.
Formation of both these sides, a couple of changes in each. Tom Kohler-Cadmore and Mohammad Irfan into the Zalmi side. Usman Qadir and Shahnawaz Dani coming to the Sultans. Mohammad Irfan into the side tonight. Edged a slip, brilliant! Oh, what a good start for the big man, and a great catch as well. Haider Ali at first slip. That is a sensational start.
Always the opportunity with the ball moving away from Chris Lynn. He stays leg side, and that's the opportunity with that outside edge, and boy, is that Jubilee safe hands or what?
Excellent start from Irfan there, and Chris Lynn not using his feet, playing away from the body, has gone back, making just 1 run. Multan 6 for 1.
James Vince, the new batsman, on strike to Irfan, who's picked up a wicket. Very first ball. Lovely catch this, Sana. Really good hands from Haider Ali.
Just look at this delivery, asking the right question from Chris Lane. Chris Lane not using his feet, and Haider Ali making no mistake, going to his right, diving, and a comfortable catch in the slips. Excellent start for Peshawar Zalmi.
Changed teams too, hasn't he? The big man. He played with the Sultans. He's now with the Zalmi. Got a cap presented to him earlier this evening. His debut for this team. What a start.
And you like Danny Morrison to interview him, because he's the one who's closer to his side out of all of us.
Did you say closer to his hip? There it is. Had to get the tallest man to present him the cap so that he could actually get it on his head. And then TKC, our man TKC, Tom Kohler-Cadmore. He's getting an opportunity tonight as well. Good rising delivery again. I can tell you why Irfan is getting this opportunity tonight as well. The injury to Ahmad Butt, we picked it up the other day, just running around the boundary. He's got dislocated shoulder blade was the call after this. We thought it was a sore shin. Just watch there. Just watch there and then roll on. He's straight away to the dugout.
Already got that right arm taped, and then with this dive he's hurt his shoulder. You can see him signaling to the physio. And very good bowling by Mohammad Irfan. He's got great bounce there, and that's why the batters don't look as comfortable as they are against the other fast bowlers.
Richard Illingworth, who shied away from that drone drop catch. And we've got Alim Dar, who was very comfortable catching it.
Nicely driven, can't get it through. Great start for Irfan. 1 for 2 off his first. It's 8 for 1. Eight for 1, as has been the norm in the early part of this HBL PSL sides, losing wickets up front. Last night was one of the few occasions it didn't happen. Saqib Mahmood. A good start. He bowled beautifully the other night.
He took 2 wickets the other night, just 23 years of age, right arm fast medium, and 5 wickets already in PSL in his 3 matches.
A skiddy customer, he sort of hits the wicket and the ball skids onto you. And with this new ball, the opportunity for Rizwan probably to just time the ball through the offside if he gives him width.
Straight up, but long enough, is it? Yes, it is. It was over the boundary by the time he tried to catch that, so I think it was always going to be 6.
A big top edge there, but Mohammad Rizwan, who is having a form of his life, getting lucky this time. The top edge travelled all the way through the boundary for the maximum.
They stepped over the fence anyway, so the skirting. So even if he had caught that, it was that signal again. But that bat of his, Rizwan, it's a proper top edge and it's just flown and flown away.
A slippery bowler, slippery fielding, and we have got a slippery commentator who, Bazid Khan, who not only, because every time he's in the com box, he's sledging either the umpires or the fellow commentators.
Yes, you spotted it, Sana. That's spot on.
We spotted it in the domestic tournaments initially because it was my first time commentating, and he would be sledging everyone in the com box. And now I see even the umpire, he's not safe from this.
You know, batsmen never get the opportunity when they're batting or playing, so this is the ideal opportunity. And guys like you, Dooley, you had a quiet word anyway.
Nicely bowled, Saqib Mahmood. Yeah, I don't mind a quiet word, Baz. It's all right. Every now and then. You know, changing room banter.
Yeah.
I'm sure it goes on in the women's game, Sana, doesn't it? Surely.
Plenty. Sana was never shy of a word either.
Of course, neither am I now.
Exactly. And then add to that, you've got Dominic Cork and you've got Danny Morrison, even David Gower.
So it's all the S's in the com box at the moment. Simon, Sana and Slippery.
Got it.
Kandes de Boj Hattade.
Whoa. You made that really smooth and silky.
Thank you, Slippery.
At the moment, Peshawar Zalmi looking really good, putting a lot of pressure on the batters of Multan here.
Oh, gets it through. Chase for Imran again around the boundary. As well. End of the third. 18 for 1. Rizwan 15, off to a decent start. James Vince new to the crease. Good start again from the bowling unit of Zalmi. Here's big Mohammad Irfan. Oh, straight down the ground from James Vince. Not perfectly timed, but he'll get away with it. Pick up his first boundary.
This is not an easy shot against the tall Mohammad Irfan, but James Vince played it really nicely. Bright or colourful drive there. A straight drive down the ground.
James Vince made sure that he himself stood tall and let the ball come on. What you want is the bounce to use. And he goes again, just over the top. I think Wabriaz might have just missed justice. The opportunity as he was backpedaling.
And a chance there again created by Mohammad Irfan because of the bounce. This came off the bottom of the bat of James Vince, and in the end too far from Wahab Riaz.
He needed to turn and go straight away, but he was a little bit confused, I think, Wahab, whether he could backpedal at first and then tried to turn, and the spikes just got stuck in the ground a little bit. I like this field, like Tom Kohler-Cadmore, really nice, in tight at cover, stopping that one, stopping anything from getting through.
And this is the difference. Yesterday when we saw Quetta, they were all at the circle, at the edge of the circle, but now when you see Peshawar, you can see the intent. They are aggressive in the field and building that pressure against Multan.
Yeah, Kohler-Cadmore's really racing in as well. By the time Irfan lets the ball go, he's about another 4 or 5 metres closer to Rizwan. Cutting down those angles right there again.
Irfan's just got for 7 into his second over. He's got a wicket, so the power play is into this 4th over. Right now, I think Peshawar are winning this power play.
An interesting contest between the tall Irfan and Rizwan, who's not that tall, but he has been in great form.
Pushing for that quick single. Good running. Yes, it's very much the long and the short of it, isn't it? With these two, we watch, they're just about to walk past each other out there now.
We see a lot of these scenes when we play women's cricket, especially when we play West Indies or South Africa or Australia, playing with our team. It's generally like this.
Short one, he gets it through the gap, does Vince. A little bit of width and put away to finish off the 4th over. 4 gone, 28 for 1.
.28 for 1 then. Oh, slapped. Has it reached? Don't think it has. Yeah, he knew, didn't he? He's an experienced player, Shoaib Malik. He knew that it hadn't reached. Wasn't the best looking shot in the world, David Gower.
Good evening, Dominic Cork. No, you can see, I mean, it's so close, yes. I mean, maybe a little dive forward, but you don't have time to compute all that necessarily. It's definitely on the half volley. Shoaib knew that. And it was indeed, Dom, a hack.
You can definitely see that when you watch any Andy Flower team, there is definite tactics that they just want to come out in that first 6 overs and try and really put the pressure on the opposition. Whether it's a Vince, a Rizwan, wherever you see an Andy Flower side, it's exactly what he looks to do. Tactics that sometimes work, but Uruj sometimes gets his team under early pressure. Clipped away. And will go, no, won't go all the way. Good piece of fielding. Looks like Tom Kohler-Cadmore, I think, was a good piece of fielding because he gets down. Yes, it was. Got himself into a good position. Good piece of aerial clean fielding.
Actually a very good shot there, but TKC seems to be in the action all around. Oh, looks very close as he flicks it back into the playing field. Looks all right in the middle there. Corky, come back to you. The point that you make about putting pressure onto the players with the strategies Andy Flower comes up with. Rizwan's always looking for a run. Good pick up there in the end by Malik. He can obviously put pressure on the batters because he's asking for them to attack from the get-go. And again, Dooley mentioned this point earlier on that you can get a big score, but if in the process of getting a lot of runs from your power play, you end up losing 2 or 3 wickets, and suddenly you're on a massive back foot because you have a little bit of rebuilding and then play towards the end and then put the charge on. So I think you have to be able to adapt and be a little bit flexible depending on the situation of the match.
He adapts very well, James Vince. Once he gets in and gets used to the pace of the pitch, he's a beautiful timer of a cricket ball.
I think there are definitely 2 James Vinces. This is the better version. And this is a lovely shot because he's got everything right. The balance is right. He's made that move, got himself in position, kept his balance and played a really nice shot. When he loses it, he loses that balance, loses that great gift of his, which is timing.
And that's where he can get out quite a lot. That's the bad part of him. 5 overs gone, 35 for 1.
Yeah, a little shake of the head at the end of it all. I mean, there are... Yes, of course, every ball you're looking to score. And whether you're trying to do it in a controlled fashion, all he was trying to do there was dab it down to third man to pick up the one. But it's the hacks, it's the ugly hacks. You think he doesn't need to do those because he's better than that. And that's the thing you were talking about, Aruj, with the strike rate. Well, it's 7. Run rate at the moment is 7s. I mean, the average power play run rate is about there, isn't it? So actually, they're not far off where they need to be anyway. And they're 1 down now, which gives that middle order a chance later on. So this is an okay start.
Yeah, good point made there. You have to be, and that's where game awareness comes in, that you've got the power play score that you want, and they seem to be going along absolutely fine. And Mujibur Rahman is going to get a go here. 19-year-old. He's picked up the first wicket in the first game. Let's have a see how he goes here.
Yeah, he's up against 2 different players of spin as well, isn't he? Rizwan plays spin very well. We know that. Sweep, typical keeper, isn't he? Sweeps, gets himself into a position, whereas we know Vince has had problems with spin. There's that sweep. There is that sweep. And off and running. That's what they want in the last over of the power play. Get a boundary early on.
Yeah, Mujib just a fraction offline, and that's all it takes in this game. His power play hit just has enough on it. It's a great effort. Very committed effort at deep square leg, but that ball was always going away from him down there.
What'll be interesting now, so he's got the sweep man finer now. It's whether he now tries to sweep square. Ooh. So that is, he's trying to go, he gets away with it, but you can see what he's trying to do. He manipulates the field, and he does it so well. So the ball before he uses the pace and goes finer, and you can see he's trying to get himself in a position here because in front of square, there's a big gap.
Yeah, what you were saying, Corky, there, it's either a hard sweep square for 4, or sort of give him a little bit of room and try and sweep in front of square, and he's got the man pretty square at the moment on the boundary. Vince will face now.
There is a third James Vince who raises the level to sublime.
And against spin as well. I just said he wasn't very good against spin. Well, there you go.
And I'm sure Multan will want to watch the third version of James Vince out in the middle.
So 9 from this last over in the power play. You can see already Mujib under pressure. It's not easy as a spin bowler to bowl this last over. We all like a nice little party to just calm us down, even in a power play. Always time for that. Last ball of the power play. Yeah, I like that as well from Vince. I just think you've just got to hit it out of the park because of that. Power play done, 46 for 1. First, let's have a look at the power play. He struggled a little bit already so far, Chris Lynn, but he's a good player. A little bit of fortune early on. You need a little bit of this in the power play. Perhaps should have been taken. Vince, we know, can time the ball really well against pace. And Rizwan is an excellent player of spin. Manipulates it really well, so... good start for Andy Flower's Multan Sultans. That's the end of the power play. Alim Dar signals that, so a little bit of relief for the bowlers. Allowed a few more fielders out of that inner ring. Both the batsmen at the moment, 22 off 16, both of them. And this is another important little stage now, and I know that everybody thinks 2020 helter-skelter, but there's still little segments within a 20-over game where you have to now reset, whether you're a bowling side or a batting side. So the next 4 overs, Multan thinking, well, where do we need to be? Andy Flower will have a number with his stats. They'll be looking to probably get to about 70, 80. And then the next 5 overs go again. Pulled away, shout for 2, not a chance.
Well, as far as you can predict a score from this early stage, as the HBL score predictor tells us 156 is on the cards, we would guess, we would know they're aiming for more than that. They'd like more than that.
That's 4 more to it. 4 more to it and 50 up. Poor delivery. And just worked past that short fine leg and a race away. Quick outfield here at the National in Karachi.
Just straying down the line here, Imran, and all Rizwan had to do just get a faint tickle on that. And not the best of lines there, but it'll be slightly difficult for the youngster to bowl here because he's up against 2 different sort of batters. James wants to stand tall, play on top of the bounce, while Rizwan moves around in the crease a little bit, uses the crease well, and is not afraid to come down the wicket as well.
I think also when you watch Multan play, there's a definite plan as a batting side early on in the over to get the boundary. You can see that they want to put pressure on the bowler, which is the right thing to do. So if I was playing against Multan, that's one thing I'd be talking to my bowlers again. How are you going to stop that? Because that then you can reverse that pressure and hopefully then pick up a wicket.
Yeah, there has to be a bit of smart bowling as well. You can't bowl on either side of the wicket and just hope for things to fall on line. It's been a little bit of the case with most of the seamers. They come up with a gentle loosener, which eventually allows that. It's Rizwan's PSL wagon wheel. If you have a look, he's had a hit all around the ground basically. So he uses a crease well. He's got a few massive hits as well.
Yeah, we'll go back to that next over and have a look at that. That's exactly how strong he is, Rizwan. End of the 7th over, 54 for 1. Yeah, if you have a look at this, Dave, you can definitely see that he's very strong leg side as well. And that's just this year in PSL 6.
Yeah, 71 the other day in his first game of this season. And what you've talked about a little bit is the sweep shot. And it's how you position that sweep shot, whether you can drag it in front through mid-wicket, or the slog sweep that maybe comes through between mid-wicket and mid-on. But yes, you need that versatility to be able to find the gaps on both sides of the wicket. And he's got that, and he's in form. And he's got all that energy, hasn't he? A lot of energy in his cricket.
Well, first over for the captain, Wahab Riaz. Fine leg up in the circle, 3 men out on the leg side. Deep mid-wicket, deep square leg and long on. Experienced character. Highest wicket taker in PSL so far. Remember, we're only on season 6. Lots more to come, lots more seasons as well. Yeah, and when we were talking about Multan, they'll be after an early boundary. Wahab will know this, so that's why he all of a sudden he's taken pace off. That's only 113, and they'll know now that Vince will try and get this boundary. He knows he's strong over extra cover, Vince.
Yeah, actually, I thought Wahab bowled really well his first 2 or 3 overs the other night. It was only right at the end when they realised they hadn't got enough runs, and when actually he went for plenty in his final over. But yeah, he's got the dual role. He is the leading bowler there, and he is the captain. He has to set the example, he has to set the tone. He's got to keep his own standards high as best he can. And you're absolutely right. I mean, someone like that will have thought through the importance of the early ballsman over, the early spell. Yeah, the other night it was 3 overs for 16 runs, a couple of wickets, I think, and final over went for 14, and the game was basically lost.
Powered away again. Tom Kohler-Cadmore, he's a good fielder. Pace, gets himself in a good position. It did bring up the 50 partnership a couple of balls ago, so that's good for Multan, but I like Tom Kohler-Cadmore. I think he's a good fielder.
What he's done really well is gotten down, but he's gotten back up really quickly to rocket the throw back and not allowing a second run. Jubilee safe hands fielding there.
Just going to keep an eye on the captains tonight. We had a little look at Sarfraz last night, who admittedly was under a bit of pressure. Side wasn't getting it quite right for him. A much more animated version of a captain. Let's face it, when things go badly for you, and that is a real test of character, but somehow a captain always has to try and exude that air of control. Once you lose that, then your side tends to notice it before anyone else.
What a shot! It's just a little pickup. It's like a little pitching wedge over the top for a HBL 6.
This is HBL quick hands, I can tell you. That is what actually marks his batting for me. It's a flick, and it's a lot of strength in the forearms and the wrists, and it's a very, very good connection.
That was 143.9, so it wasn't like a slow delivery. It was pretty quick onto him, but the quick hands through the ball, fantastic. 8 gone, Multan 65 for 1.
Well, there's some high scores being projected here. That's because of this fantastic start for Multan. And Multan Sultans have been put into bat. It's the general rule of thumb here that the captain who wins the toss puts the opposition in, and it's the side batting second who has won the matches, all the matches here this time. That's Andy Flower, the former Zimbabwe top order batsman and captain, and former England coach to the Multan Sultans now. Danny Morrison, Sana Mir alongside. Sana, this looks, well, the score suggests that it's a very good pitch.
Definitely the approach of Multan has been really good, very positive. And what they have done really well in their team selection today is that they have rested 2 fast bowlers. And that's a wide delivery down the leg side, no chance for the keeper there.
Oh, they're coach killers. Coaches hate these. Bowlers get it horribly wrong, or it's very difficult. Little flick of the back there, the wrist there for Majib. No chance there for Kaman Akmal.
Rizwan is now, Danny, he's gone past the aggregate number of runs that Chris Gale has scored in this tournament this year, so he's now the owner or the possessor of the Hanif Mohammed Cup for the leading run scorer in the tournament. Meanwhile, James Vince is going well. He's looking very good indeed, isn't he? Striking at 113. Rizwan striking at 156. Well bowled. Well bowled Mujib.
And also here, Wilco, I just think he wants to step it up. Came off 2 90s, got a 90 odd in the final, and the game prior to that, there at the Big Bash. So you just feel that he's itching to get going here. That strike rate, whilst he's been set, he's used up a few deliveries, 24 in fact.
End of the over. It's 9 gone, 74 for 1. Multan Sultans are 74 for 1, put into bat by Wahab Riaz. Zalmi captain, and a change of bowling. It's going to be Mohammed Irfan coming back. He's bowled 2 overs, 1 for 12. I always feel, Sana, that he should never concede runs, this fellow. He bowls it. Oh, top edge, flown. Can't put fielders there, not from top edge. That's absolutely flown for 6.
And it's the bounce and the pace from Mohammad Irfan that is getting big on the batsman, taking the top edge and flying away to the boundary. Just look at the bounce, even though he's so tall, but he was nowhere in control with the shot. Up in the air and traveling very fast to the maximum.
Well, Mohammad Irfan that's going to happen to him a lot, because he gets steepling bounce. He's like the human skyscraper of cricket, isn't he? It's like a giant redwood running in at you, and there's another 4 this time. So just losing his line and length a little bit here, and punished by Vince.
No, you lefties, Alan Wilkins. Coming round. Just shows you the form he's in. That length is so hard to judge sometimes, the bounce. He got beaten with the other one because it did bounce so much. Now this one just skids a little bit more, but Vince in such good form, too easy.
Irfan changing the angle now.
Oh, he's gone at him again. He's just got his eye in, hasn't he? James Vince, 13 test matches for England, 16 one-day internationals and 12 T20 internationals. That's 41 appearances for England, including those 13 tests. There's many in England who say he's got the technique good enough to play much more than he does, and of course a lot of players are knocking on that door. Meanwhile, Irfan is conceding a few runs in this over. Just loses his line a little bit. Sana, I look at this Irfan. When the ball comes from such a height, he just should be able to literally put it on such a length that he shouldn't go for runs.
Yeah, and when we saw the pace of Mohammad Irfan in the last graphic, we saw that the first 3 deliveries were hardly any difference there. And if you're getting hit, it's very important that you change your pace a little bit. With the bounce he has, he's an amazing bowler.
Man is back at long on. The call is for 2. I don't know if they'll get 2. They won't. I've seen him bowl for a number of years now, Irfan, and when he can spear in the Yorker as well, it's almost the unplayable delivery. I feel he's, even, you know, with his record and with his height and his size, Danny, he's a confidence bowler. When he lacks confidence, he doesn't land it.
And you and I have been over here on many occasions where we've talked about how he really didn't start as a youngster. He was such a late developer that his body has not been quite accustomed to the build-up and the rigours of bowling quick.
10 gone. It's 88 for 1, the Multan Sultans. Put into bat by Zalmi and Richard Illingworth, the umpire from England, on the elite panel of the ICC umpires. Mohammad Rizwan is 41 not out, Vince is 39 not out. It is a Tapal T strategic timeout. So the end of the Topalti strategic timeout. And let's hope that James Vince can hear us. James, Alan Wilkins here in the commentary box. Just give us an idea of conditions down there, please.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty decent wicket. Maybe not quite as much pace in it as the one we played on the other night, but we set a good platform here, hopefully to cash in the second half.
A little bit warmer than England?
Yeah, I've not spent much time in England, to be honest, but looking at the temperature, it certainly is, yeah.
Good lad. What's a good score on this pitch, team total?
I don't know, I guess a good back end here. If we can get another 100, 120 and get up near 200, yeah, that should be pretty good.
All right, it's looking good. Go well. It's Rizwan on strike, striking at 151. Here's Imran. Gone. First ball after the break, and Imran strikes. How often does that happen?
Sure does. Timeout, and it's the captain and the man in a purple patch, Rizwan, who's been getting runs left, right and centre for Pakistan and for Multan. It's fine. It's tightest from that angle, but it's not comfortable. But yeah, you're right, Wilco. So often the case, and Ahmad Ul-Haq takes an easy one. He thinks he's done him in the pace.
And Mohammad Rizwan getting out on 41. Multan 88 for 2.
New batsman for Multan is Suhaib Maqsood. He does give the ball a fearful smack. A bit more energy that time from Imran, the intentionally short ball.
And this is the wicket of Mohammad Imran, and that's the slow one, the variation, which Rizwan picked it up, but a little too late. Once the catch was in the air and taken, that's after that Rizwan knew that there was a variation. And the break coming into play, breaking that 82-run partnership between Rizwan and Vince.
Tell you what though, to have the confidence to do that first ball after the break, the ball, the back of the hand, slower delivery, is very impressive.
And I think that is the reason these breaks are so important, that I think the whole think tank might have also suggested, but to deliver it, apply it, just look at that. It's fantastic. The length, the line, everything was perfect.
Full marks to Mohammad Imran for getting the prize scalp of Rizwan. Looking for the Yorker. There he is, our Brighton mascot. Does he wear that all night?
That's a tough job, but he's still enjoying it.
Danny applied for that.
I didn't, I came second. Can't believe I've got to put up with you, Wilco, here in the com box.
Again, another change of pace from Imran. Imran's one of the emerging players of this HBL PSL, and I really am impressed. Danny, I mean, to come out and make the point again that he's come up straight after the Topalti timeout, and he's bowled the slower ball. Here's Maqsood, who does give the ball he belts it, doesn't he?
Sure does, and he had a wonderful national T20 back in October, I'm told. Great numbers. Strike rate was, 168, and hit 20 maximums, and hit almost 400, 393. He averaged a little under 33 with Maqsood in the national T20.
Look at this over. Wicket first ball, 2 singles. It's gone for the slow one again.
Yeah, and what I love about him is that the deception is key. We've had 11, a wicket and only 3, and it's now 91 for 2.
Oh, what's gone on here? Well, he's down, but he's not out. This is Maqsood. And, oh yes. He'll be winded, for sure.
Catch your breath, buddy.
Hasn't got.
Feeling good when you get everything into position, and the timing superb.
What a contrast in shots. Oh, no slip, 4 more.
Well, you've got to take a bit of luck in the game, don't you? Back to back. Previous one, he showed all the class of the footwork and the timing. This one, the feet don't go, and it skids through. Doesn't really go anywhere with the feet. Maqsood, and just late with the hands. 4 more.
Just wondering, Danny, why, often Wahab comes round the wicket and he still uses the same grip, but he can bowl that Yorker. He can bowl it so full. And at the moment, coming over the wicket, he's not getting swing back into the pads, so he's offering width to Maqsood. That's another boundary, 3 in a row, and it brings up the 100 for Multan Sultans.
Well, he decided to change it up here to the skipper, Wahab Riaz. It was a slower one here, and it's just easy and says, belt me please. And Maqsood says, I'll have a big chunk of this one, thank you.
They're all working it out. They all watch the wrist, the hand, they know what he can do, but he's still staying over the wicket. No ball called. Much quicker delivery, more effort in that from Wahab.
So naughty, because he has done it all his career. He's guilty of actually getting key wickets with no balls. Oh yeah, I'm afraid so. It's a no-y.
Those of you at home might say, well, there's a piece of that shoe that's landed on the line, but it has to be something over the line. Right, that's the first boundary, beautifully timed. This was an edge through slip, and that was a short arm jab to the slow ball.
And a free hit coming here, so there might be another boundary. Big over.
That's the Yorker he's been looking for, or should have bowled earlier in the over. 12 gone, Multan 104 for 2.
Two down for 104. Innings is shaping up nicely. Mujib is in. Looking at how Mujib has bowled so far, I think he'll serve his team much better with the new ball. Get him in with the new ball rather than getting him in midway through the innings. Because he's neither here nor there. He's quick through the air, doesn't spin the ball a lot. So maybe change of role, boys, for Mujib.
Give him one up front, absolutely, Ramiz. I'm with you. He's been used to doing that in franchise cricket for the last 2-3 years. Out. Should be out, is it? Or has he hit it? Has he hit it? Or is he just outside the line?
Well, he's asking Aleem Dar why he's not giving it out. But whether he's hit, they're going to refer it.
TV umpire to director. We have a player review for LBW. The on-field decision is not out. Let's start with fair delivery, please. It's a fair delivery. Move on to front on spin bowling, please. It's nice and slow. Yeah, roll back. Now roll forward. Ball is close to the bat. Need to confirm through ultra edge, please. Yes, keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. Roll back now, roll back now. Now roll forward. Yeah, I can see a spike and ball next to the bat. I'm satisfied. There is a bat involved in it. Go back to on-field umpire. Aleem, there is a spike and ball next to the bat. Stay with your original decision. You're on screen. Please signal.
Great decision by Aleem Dar. We read it as plum from up here, but he picked up the ultra-edge sound, Aleem Dar. That's why he's up there amongst the best. That's gone up in the air. Tough one for the third man. Sorry for the long on fielders looking at the wrong screen.
Yeah, there was a little bit of aggression in some of the words after this. towards Shoaib Malik. That's a quicker one. Which game are we at, Rambo?
What have I eaten? Promise you it's got to do with a bit of Urdu commentary.
He's missed out there. He missed out on a big full toss.
He's timed the ball so beautifully. That bat is making such a good sound. 107 for 2.
Variations for Mujib, some tough ones to read as well at times. A little knuckle finger spinner that looks like a leg spinner. He's got a bit more of an off break as well, and then the top spinner, the one that comes out the back of the hand.
He could be a great bowler on a rough pitch. Quick through the air. Yorker put away wide of the fielder at long on. 2 runs taken. Vince nearing a 50.
Well, you're right, he is in good form. Just come from Australia and done really well out there. 99, I think, and then another 90 in the final. He's a good player. You have to get him out early, it's simple, because he can hurt you.
Looking at the field set, it's got to be up Yorker length. Short ball put away, or finds the fielder perfectly. Fine leg up in the circle. He's got to be careful, right? Zainab Abbas has got one of the Hamare heroes with her.
थैंक्स रैम्बो। सेव अ लाइफ वेलफेयर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एसोसिएशन के जो यहाँ पे फाउंडर है मौजूद है, दानियाल हुसैन इनका नाम है। एजुकेशन सेक्टर के लिए काम कर रहे हैं। दानियाल, पहले तो बताएं कि ये आपने इनिशिएटिव कैसे सोचा, क्यों सोचा, थोड़े से रीजंस बताएं।
थैंक यू वेरी मच। देखें, ये इनिशिएटिव जो है वो अराउंड जब मैं 17 ईयर्स ओल्ड या 18 ईयर्स ओल्ड मेरी एज थी, तो ये इनिशिएटिव इसलिए लिया क्योंकि मैं गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर से जो है वो एजुकेशन सेक्टर से आ रहा था, कॉलेज और देन यूनिवर्सिटी। तो एक चीज़ जब मैं अफोर्ड कर पा रहा हूँ, उसके बावजूद जब मुझे इतने जो है वो ड्रॉबैक्स मिल रहे हैं एक एजुकेशन सेक्टर के अंदर, तो मैंने ये सोचा कि जो अफोर्ड नहीं कर पा रहा वो कैसे इस चीज़ को हैंडल करेंगे। क्योंकि देखें, पाकिस्तान में इस और बिलखुसूस कराची की मैं बात करूँ, क्योंकि बहुत से बच्चे ऐसे हैं जो कि स्कूल से बाहर हैं, जो कि सिर्फ स्कूल तक भी नहीं पहुंच पाते, तो कॉलेज और यूनिवर्सिटी तो उनके लिए बिल्कुल ही जो है पॉसिबल नहीं है कि सोच सकें। तो इसीलिए जो है मैंने ये एक इनिशिएटिव लिया था।
जो आपके सेटअप्स हैं वो अभी कराची में है, कोई प्लान है एक्सपैंड करने का आउट ऑफ कराची इस बार?
देखें, अभी जो है वो हमारा सेटअप जो है वो कराची के अंदर है, ठीक है। बिल्कुल इनिशिएटिव एक ले लिया है, बाकी अल्लाह की मर्ज़ी है। इसको बिल्कुल इंशाल्लाह जो है हम बाकी शहरों में भी लेकर जाएंगे। राइट नाउ जो है वो हम लोग नेक्स्ट मंथ जो है वो हम लोग इंशाल्लाह गवर्नमेंट स्कूल में लाइब्रेरीज़ का जो है वो प्रोजेक्ट्स इंट्रोड्यूस करा रहे हैं, जो कि हमारी एसोसिएशन की तरफ से होंगे, और इस लाइब्रेरी के कल्चर को हम 1 बाय 1 एवरी गवर्नमेंट स्कूल में जो है वो लेकर जाएंगे।
लाइब्रेरी का कल्चर की आप बात कर रहे हैं, तो एक लिटरेसी रेट ऑफ कोर्स पाकिस्तान का जो है इम्प्रूव करना चाहते हैं, ये भी एक आपका ऑब्जेक्टिव है?
देखिए, सबसे बड़ी बात तो है ही आपका लिटरेसी रेट, क्योंकि इस वक्त जो है वो अराउंड 53.9% समथिंग जो है वो लिटरेसी रेट पाकिस्तान का है, और ये कुछ भी नहीं है। और दुनिया में ऐसे बहुत सी कंट्रीज़ हैं जो कि पाकिस्तान से किसी और चीज़ में कम्पीट नहीं कर पाते, लेकिन उनका लिटरेसी रेट जो है बहुत हाई है, क्योंकि वो जो है जब तक लिटरेसी रेट आपका हाई नहीं होगा तो आपके पाकिस्तान के बहुत से ऐसे मसाइल हैं जो कि हल नहीं हो पाएंगे।
चलें, थैंक यू सो मच। इस शर्ट को साइन करें, बड़ा ज़बरदस्त जो है आप काम कर रहे हैं, एजुकेशन सेक्टर में काम कर रहे हैं, बहुत ज़रूरत है इस सेक्टर में, और इनका इनिशिएटिव जो है बहुत ही अच्छा इनिशिएटिव है, बिकॉज हम बात करते हैं कि हम अपने लिटरेसी रेट को इम्प्रूव करें। सो थैंक यू सो मच फॉर योर थॉट्स दानियाल, एंड ऑल द बेस्ट। बैक टू द कमेंट्री बॉक्स।
In the meantime, superb power hitting from Shoaib Maqsood, a 4 and then a 6.
Yeah, one ball to go in the over, 14 from it, Ramiz. It's been a really good one. 121 with 6 to go.
Foundation is set. This is what I like with the side, even with a long batting lineup.
Ferocious hit to the man at long on, only a single. Vince a few runs away from his 50s on 46, 122 for 2. Karachi by night. Busy street. Karsaz, the area is called, where National Stadium Karachi is situated. A lot of motorbikes. A lot of cars.
Good fun too, a bit of a motorbike. I'd love to take a motorbike around the city, Rambo.
With the helmet on, without the helmet on?
Yeah, I'd probably go with the helmet. I'll probably go with the helmet.
Yeah, sure, every time, yeah.
Always wear one at home, so I'll wear one when I'm away.
That's what people need to do here as well. Full toss. 50 comes up with a rocket-like drive from Vince.
It's a gift really in a way. Third 50 in PSL for James Vince. Delighted team in the Multan Sultans, all of them appreciating exactly what he can do. You know he times the ball really well, he likes to open himself up and hit it through the offside. Superb player. Maybe he'll get another chance internationally, maybe.
Some stiff competition at the moment. There's James Vince. But all you can do as a batsman, your currency is runs. That's all you can ask. Tom Kohler-Cadmore is overlooking for the ball. One thing, we've seen a couple of full tosses, Ramiz, Corky, but I haven't seen any rags out at all. So there's no dew. Doesn't appear that way anyway. Haven't seen the fielding side wiping the ball down at all. We've got some antiseptic wipes to the ball, just in case someone else touches it.
Throwing ball back to the umpire, making sure it's nice and dry. In on the ball, that's why you can carve him over cover through mid-wicket. And so he banks his skills on length bowling. Answer the question and win a plot of land, which was the first HBL PSL match played in Pakistan. 6, straight hit, gloriously done. This fellow can bat. He has had a massive domestic season. We saw a lot of 4s and 6s, and he's put...
Just gets underneath it. Short arm slap downtown for 88 metres. Thank you very much.
Partnership of 45 in just 27 balls. Right answer on Parkview City's Facebook page to win daily tablets and one plot at the end of the league. Which was the first HBL PSL match played in Pakistan? 2017. It was beautifully done through the offside. This is classy stuff from both batsmen. Lovely watching this. Not for Mujib. 138 for 2. Still one more ball to come.
What a cracking drive this is. Again, gave himself room, almost Yorker length, really full. James Vince this time. Wonderful shot.
Slapped. Ball goes bullet space to the fielder at long off. 15 done, 139 for 2. Top order has worked extremely well for Multan Sultans. That's the reason why they're eyeing, possibly for the first time in this league, a 200.
And look what's left to come as well. Power hitting to come. That's what I like about this. It's been calculated. I think this has been one of the best first innings we've seen so far in this year's PSL.
11 and over, 194. Oh, got away with it. Wahab looking for the Yorker, I think.
Well, Vince was looking leg side instead of just holding his shape. Just lost his shape and looked to go leg side, hoy it a little bit. If he holds it, I think the bat's gone. If he holds it, that goes over extra cover where he's looked really good. Right, play Jubilee My Stars 11 fantasy cricket, win prizes with Pakistan rupee 1 crore. Log on to www.mystars11.net. All your terms and conditions are there as well. If you've got James Vince in your side tonight, I'm sure so many of you had Rizwan. You've got Vince as well. You're doing very, very good job tonight.
Yeah, just lost his shape, you could see. Weight back, opened up, just hit it where you like, over extra cover.
That's great, he was just showing him there, Mahsood.
It's been a fantastic innings. You know with James Vince, he likes to hit down the ground. He's good square of the wicket, he picks up on length really, really quickly. Little bit of fortune, you're going to get that. But once he gets in, he gets used to the pace of the pitch. He's very difficult to get out. And it's been a good 50 so far. 7 fours and 1 HBL 6. And he plays very square of the wicket at times, but he's also good at downtown.
And to have a Shoaib Maqsood come in at number 4 and go at that speed is quite priceless as well. I think these guys need to be sort of applauded more than the opening pair, because they come in, read the situation and then strategize their batting skills. That can never be easy, reading the situation and going hard at the bowlers when the field is spread out. And so to get to a 33 of 17 is massive after that wonderful start.
Well, that's what you want, Ramiz, and when you're in a good position like this, every batsman that comes in has got to strike at 180 to 200. Now, even a 15 off 7 balls, off 6 balls, is gold in this at this stage of the game. 8 off 3 balls, doesn't really matter. As long as everyone that comes in is striking at 180, 190, 200, then the 200 score comes up.
And also with 2 men in, somebody can come in and just go straight away, because you know then that somebody else can take it on from there. And that's the perfect thing about the partnership 52, 2 men in, 5 overs left. You're in a position now to actually get yourself into a position where you shouldn't lose the game.
Opening partnership was worth 6, then a very good partnership between Rizwan and Vince of 88, and I think this could be a clincher, this 53 of 33, because it has allowed Multan Sultans to eye a score of nearly 200, this speed with which we've seen action happening. Is it a wide? Given a wide.
Losing his shape there, doesn't want to get too close to James Vince, and what Vince needs to think about now is opening up that backward point region, just staying with the ball and even opening the blade, playing it late.
In some ways he's trying to play a game here, Wahab. He's seen that he's losing that front foot, he's opening up, so he's going to try and just play about with it, go wide, go straight.
Opens the front leg, puts it away. There's defense in the shape of Mujib, only a single. I think if they can stop the 4s and 6s at this stage, it'll be kind of a win for them. All right, HBL score predictor or prediction, 186 for Multan Sultans. I think surely they will get more.
I think that's the bare minimum.
Conservative.
Well, bare minimum. They get there, they'll be disappointed from the position they're in now. But you're right, take your medicine as a bowler, be happy with 1s and 2s.
That's a wide, given as a wide, and misfielded by the keeper. Little things that can work against Zalmi's I think in such a situation, when the pressure is on, your clarity goes for a toss. And I think in a pressure situation, you've got to keep things simple. Now that should have been stopped. Great shot, great six, down the ground. HBL 6, and a glorious one.
Miss your length, you get hurt. And you can see James Vince, he holds his shape a bit better here, but he goes deep in his crease. He knows Wahab's looking for the Yorker. Look how deep he is in his crease. Clears that front leg, but actually stays with the shot, rather than looking to drag it leg side.
And that's why the Yorker length has to be near enough in the crease line, because he's literally standing on his stumps near enough. He's so far back, 150 up.
Full toss, slice for 4. It isn't working for Wahab Riaz. He's gone for plenty, 39 in his 3 overs. Vince making a mince of things. 155 for 2.
Couple of good overs there for Multan Sultans. Remember, they've been put into bat by Wahab Riaz, and it's at the moment not looking good for Zalmi. The decision to insert Multan. This is a full toss. Yeah, James Vince wants the single. Well, David Gowers alongside with Basil Khan. Now, David, you said earlier there are a couple of in fact, I think you said there were 3 versions of James Vince.
I got as far as 3, yeah.
You did, yeah. There was the off.
We started with good and bad.
Yes.
He elevated that to sublime.
Yes.
And he's kept it up there.
Right.
Every now and again with a lapse.
So you're totally convinced?
It had to be leading somewhere, didn't it? How long have you been thinking about that?
Oh,
last half hour or so.
Thought I'd get it in before Basil, you know. Oh, he's picked up the line very quickly. Saqib Mahmood is the bowler.
Yeah, you've got to get that Tapalti in quickly, because now it's just show time. Last 3 overs has been show time, but it's going to continue.
Well bowled. You can't ask more of your fast bowler to get it in that area. Dominic Cork was talking just then about the missed Yorker. You really got to be looking at those lines, those painted lines as a bowler.
This is sort of the highlights of James Vince's performance today. There's more the sublime end. Oh, he's a lovely, when he plays well, he is a lovely time with the ball. When he plays badly, he's not a bad time with the ball. That's a bit of a hack, but that's what you kind of expect at this stage of a game.
He's trying to force his way into the selectors' reckoning, isn't he, into the England white ball
tough
team.
Ask,
it
tough
is,
ask.
Isn't it?
You've got a side that's just won the World Cup without you, or is still technically World Cup holders, and you've got a lot of players vying to play in those sort of top 3 or 4 positions. It's not an easy path, but as was said earlier in the day, you just get your runs, keep advertising your talents. That's all you can do.
Short and a glove on that. The umpire's finger has gone up. Maqsood with a short, fast delivery gets Maqsood.
Saqib with an exceptional over. The change of length this time working. It was all up to the batsman, all full throughout that over. And then the sucker ball. The bouncer skidded off the surface. Slightly too quick for Sohaib Maqsood.
Well, it's a brave move. It's paid off. He's certainly a very, very promising bowler, very quick and excellent bowler on his day. It is 159 now for 3.
The new man in for Multan Sultans is the South African-born Riley Rousseau. Again, a hard hitter of the cricket ball, striking at just about 132. Well, he's been looking at the ball all night from the dugout, so he doesn't need to look from the middle. It's the end of the over. 3 overs to go, 160 for 3.
Well, we're in line for the highest score of the tournament so far. And that move of asking Multan Sultans to bat first at the moment is not looking infallible, but who knows? Who knows? Could be a good pitch, could be a good chase, could be an exciting game. But at the moment, Multan Sultans are very well placed. They've got these 3 overs left. 190 is on the cards, maybe more, if things go well.
Gone for a bit of a dance there, Rousseau. Now, Kamran Akmal, that was a significant catch for him, because that, with the dismissal of Maqsood, is the 150th catch in T20 cricket for Kamran Akmal, and it's his 250th dismissal. He's got 100 stumpings in T20 cricket. Only India's MS Dhoni is ahead of him. Oh, that's been hit very strongly by Rousseau.
Well, after 3 balls, you could be excused for thinking that Rousseau has 1 shot. Very similar to the way he's played them all, pretty much. This is a very, very good contact. Typical late innings shot. Plenty of room to get the arms through, but that's a crunching blow.
Oh, he's picked this up. Oh, that's flown. That's gone for 6. Oh, dear, what a noise that made off the bat.
Yeah, just the impetus that Multan Sultans needed a low full toss, and back in the day it was a difficult ball to hit, but nowadays anything goes. Flat 6.
Well, you were talking about the Yorker just now. At the other end, the Yorker was landed perfectly. If you're just a little bit awry with it, it can go a long way. But that was a fantastic shot. To get the bat through that quickly onto that ball and hit it for 6 so cleanly. A lot of marks out of 10 for that.
Wahab is 1 short of his 50. He's gone for 49 in 3.3. And very rarely do you see this man conceding as many runs as he has tonight. Oh goodness, where's that gone? Where's he gone? Where's anyone gone? I'm not sure how you describe that. I'll leave that to you, Buzzard.
Oh, thank you very much. So kind. But when he's not moved around, he's hit the ball in the middle of the bat. And when he's done this, well, he's just maybe got a little edge on it. But whenever he's moved around, he's either missed it completely or worn it.
He was trying to scoop it. I mean, maybe you should give some credit to Wahab here. He's had a pretty poor day with the ball, but he's followed the movement of the batsman, and Russo's gone an awful long way there. Sees the funny side, or maybe that's just pain.
Oh, that's wide, and he's somehow got hold of it. Kola Cadmore fields, and he's done well, but Riley Rousseau did well to get a bat on that. Look at this, that's outside the tram line that the umpire's got as a guide. Could have left it. A very fine piece of aerial clean fielding by the Englishman, Kola Cadmore.
Yeah, he's been good all night, hasn't he? Been very active as Kola Cadmore on the boundary here in the edge of the circle.
Oh gosh, he's done well there, Irfan. He saves the boundary. 18 overs have gone. It's 172 for 3. Wahab Riaz has equalled tonight his most expensive 4 overs in T20 cricket. That's another swing of the bat. Oh, don't want to misfield. Mujib is the fielder, but Wahab Riaz has gone for 51 tonight in his 4 overs, so that equals the 51 he conceded for his team Khyber Pakhtunkhwa against Northern at the end of September in the domestic tournament. So those numbers will hurt when he reads them tonight. Wahab 4 overs, none for 51. Picked up with disdain, and it's 6. James Vince is playing an absolute gem of an innings here.
Yep, still looking casual, still looking languid, still hitting it a long, long way. Again, it's just the balance. The setup is great. And if you think back to that previous over, Saki Mahmood had bowled that bouncer at Mahsoud and got it high and put him under pressure. This is just a little bit short. It's the right line for Vince just to tee off and hit it miles.
It's now the highest first innings score already in this PSL 6. So this will take some chasing, and that trend of maybe winning the toss and bowling first, well, that's under threat.
James Vince is in a rich vein of form. 95 and 98 in his last 2 out of 3 knocks down there in the BBL. Again, he rocks back, just leans back and just caresses the ball straight past the bowler for 4.
I like the word caress here because that's gone so quickly. It's hit straight into the boards. It's been hit right out of the screws, and before the bowler sort of looked up, it's disappeared.
It's a J-dot fast delivery at around about 141, 142 clicks.
Well, sometimes the quicker you bowl, the further it goes. Fabulous shot again. And if that's your definition of caress, I'm not moving in with you.
It's a sort of a rough caress. That's a slap. Agreed or not?
That's a slap.
No, he just turned into the leg side. Like the one caress down the ground.
No, you've got to use one word. You can't say turn to the leg side. It's either caress, a slap. No, that's not a clip. No, there's more slap than clip.
Clip behind the ears.
You'll have one soon. It's been a real joy to watch this, and Riley Rousseau's just come in swinging the bat from his first ball. Oh, I don't think he's caught enough of this. Oh, he hasn't, but it falls short of Kola Cadmore.
Well, if we're only allowed to use one word by the new rules, the new Wilkins rules, clothed.
Clothed, yeah, I like that. As it's your turn next. Gone, Mohamed Irfan. He just went straight to the big man. And that, unfortunately, is the end of a wonderful innings as far as Multan Sultans is concerned.
It's hit that really well. And any other fielder, that had gone over the top and gone for 4. Outstretched hands of Irfan just plucks it out, and when it's gone for 84, it's 186 for 4.
Well, the pyrotechnics of James Vince, they've come to an end, but Riley Rousseau is still there. Last over. Good swing, free swing of the arms from Riley Rousseau. And Kushdil Shah is the new bat for Multan.
Well, just have a look here at Irfan, because Vince actually hits this pretty well. Not many other men would have been maybe tall enough. And I tell you what, he had to react pretty quickly, because that arrived on him very, very quickly, and he only just got his hands up there in time. So actually he'll be pretty pleased with that catch, I tell you. You think it's simple enough, because it's straight to him, but it went quickly. Very, very good slower ball at a key moment here.
Been very impressive. Under pressure, he's turned to that slow one, back of the hand, deception and carnage all throughout, and he's just gone for 18.
It's the same delivery that removed Mohammad Rizwan. First ball after the break. Oh, it's gone a long way up. Two men converging upon this. Mujib was the first man there. dropped.
Well, it's always going to be a tester. He had to make ground to get there, had to make that ground quickly. It had gone very, very high into that night sky. And just at the end, it was almost a tackle.
Oh, it's a little inside edge, but this has been a fantastic bowling performance by Mohammad Imran. He's the emerging player. He's 20 years of age. His economy is below 6. Everyone else has gone above 9. And he's from KPK, from up north the country, and this is Kushdil Shah, the new bat. You really have been impressed with Imran.
Yeah, the ability to change pace and also the ability to stay within the moment is such a big game for him. And he doesn't look overawed at all. Thinking clearly.
Again, it's a slower ball, hardly gets there. They'll get 2, but that's fine. He's really bowling with his head here, Imran.
Novel technique.
Yes, developed.
He's showing a lot of courage here. He's belying the years, the youth. He's showing a lot of courage to throw in the variations, and especially these slower balls.
Slower ball just pounded into the turf. They might look for 2. They will get quite a big boundary out there square. And at the end of their innings, end of the 20 overs, Multan Sultans have finished, having been put into bat by Wahab Riaz. Multan Sultans finishing 193 for 4.
Well, it is the highest score of the tournament so far, so it will be a formidable target. But it is a good pitch. Conditions are absolutely fine here. The chase is perfectly viable. But this will be, by definition, the hardest chase of the tournament so far. And so at the moment, it looks a little bit as though that move of sticking them in today might have backfired. But in this game, you just never know. The star of the show, James Vince, 84 from just 55, but Rizwan again in sparkling form. Masood played well, 36 from 21. And then at the end, not much time for Rousseau and Kushdil. And they would have been targeting just a few more than that 193, but if you'd offer them that at the start of the day, they'd have said thank you very much indeed.
Yeah, and those figures at the top there, Mohammad Imran, the emerging player, 1 for 24 in 4 overs, exemplary figures there. Irfan, 1 for 41, 2 for 36, Saqib, the English bowler, Mujib, 4 overs, none for 40, and Wahab Riaz, the most expensive, the skipper, going for 51 in his 4 overs. So the target for Peshawar Zalmi, who lost their opening match, they've got to go some here. They need 194 to win, and the run chase will start at 9.7 runs per over.
इमरान, आज आपका बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त मैच किया, पहला ओवर भी किया और आखिरी ओवर भी किया, तो काफ़ी ट्रस्ट था आप पे।
बिल्कुल, वहाब भाई ने कहा कि आप कर सकते हो, तो मुझे कॉन्फिडेंस दिया और मैंने किए अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह।
और स्लोअर वंस बहुत ज़्यादा आपने की, यही आपका सबसे अच्छा बॉल है?
यही है, बस मुझे कॉन्फिडेंस मिलता है कोच अकरम भाई से, तो मैं करता हूँ।
और जैसे ही ब्रेक के बाद आप आए तो वो स्लोअर वन कामयाब रहा।
अकरम भाई ने कहा कि पहला बॉल स्लो वन करना, तो मैंने कर दिया और रिजवान बहुत अच्छा खेला था, तो आउट हो गया बस।
बिल्कुल, पिच बहुत अच्छा है बैटिंग के लिए, लेकिन आपका ख्याल है कि आपके बॉलर्स ने ठीक काम किया?
नहीं, थोड़ा सा मिस्टेक हुआ, लेकिन इंशाल्लाह बैटिंग में अच्छी करेंगे।
चले, थैंक यू वेरी मच। आज बड़ी ज़बरदस्त आपकी परफॉर्मेंस रही।
How well he bowled tonight for his team. 4 overs, conceding just 21 runs. So 193 for 4. And Peshawar need 194 to win this match. We'll take a short break and back shortly.
It's a good catch behind. In the power play, they were aggressive all the way through.
But a bounce from the big guy, Mohammed Afan. That's what he can do. So good at it. And top edges for. And he's certainly...
Full toss, put a
nicking the first ball, Danny Morrison and Cameron Akmal. They'll need a good start, but I'm going to ask you a question early on. Bowling in the power play, what you've seen so far this game and the first 4 games, what would you be thinking?
Well, you've got to get that lovely length. I think if you're a key front guy in terms of pace, you've got to hit that gorgeous back end of a length that bounces, goes through with pace. Yes, you've got your variation, sure. But again, in the power play, the first 6 overs, there's only 2 men allowed out of course. and whether you're confident enough to perhaps go round the wicket if you're a left arm quick, which really surprised me about Wahab tonight. But he really didn't come round the wicket very much at all. So what's that about confidence? His rhythm, all those sorts of things I found quite bizarre really, and he went for 51 in his 4, so he wasn't his usual self. But yeah, asking that, you want to be in those good channels, back yourself with a slip in possibly.
The Rouge partnership, talk to me about this and what the Zalmi need to do. Obviously they need to chase down 194, but what about this power play?
Well, it is a big total then, Corky, but again, you mentioned partnerships. It might be a T20 game, but partnerships are still the key. And we've seen this in this PSL, early loss of wickets because the players are trying to hit away good length deliveries and forcing things to happen. And like we've been talking about, just take the first couple of overs to have a look around, nudge them for singles and put the odd bad ball away for a boundary. And I think that's what they need to do. Let's not forget, Multan were 46 for 1 in their power play, right? So it wasn't too extravagant where they finished with 9.7. So I think that's what they will have to follow here, Zalmi.
Well, 194 is the target. We're nearly set and ready to go, so it's time for one thing. It's the Gillette countdown.
It's the electric one.
And also, look, it's great to see the crowd in here now. Only 20% are allowed, but great to see the local fans in, supporting their franchises, Pakistan cricket as well. Here we go then. Sohail Tanvir up against Imam Ul Haq. Got through the first ball. Positive.
Nice, Corky. Yeah, but again, see the shape. Again, he was looking for that searching length. And again, that question you asked, Dominic Cork. Bowl to your strengths. Last match, yeah, a little fishing. There was shape on offer from Shaheen. That's that cracking length I'm talking about. Good length, good seam position. And suck the batter in.
Not quite sure if he should have played that on the front foot. Should have waited for it and probably just let it go. Have a look.
Yeah, two different type of bowlers, because with Sohail Tanvir's action, he very rarely is able to swing it away from a left-handed batsman. Everything will go in because he's very open-chested. He loses his front arm. When I say his front arm, his right arm, so his left shoulder works more than that right shoulder, and it all goes in. So different types of bowlers, Shaheen Shah Afridi and Sohail Tanvir, but still highly effective in this form of the game. Experience. Talking of experience, Cameron Akmal on strike. You know he can explode. Once he gets in, he can score quickly. There we go. Off and running. Didn't really have to overhit this, and it races away. He's having a go at the fielder already.
Cameron Akmal, the only man to get 3 centuries in the HBL PSL. And I think cricket fans will truly remember that 101 off 55 versus Quetta here in Karachi in last year's PSL. If he can get in, get set, then yeah, look out.
Danny, that's bread and butter for him. Wide outside off stump, he loves to cut. I think Sohail Tanvir obviously knows that, but plans need to come off as well.
Well, straight away he's having a go at the fielder. Yeah, we saw it the other day. He was having a go. You can't look at the fielder. It's down to yourself, mate. Get it straighter. There. Ish.
Stopped it this time. Oh. Yeah. Pressures of it, eh? Frontline bowler inside the power play. Under the pump. Sure, but also if you get it right, well, you can get people out, as we know. Slippers in.
Fine leg and third man at the boundary, and he's got, well, slips coming out now as we speak. And he's tightening the inner ring on the offside for Kamran Akmal, putting in another fielder just where Kamran likes to hit it. Just strengthening the backward point region there. Still needs to be straight.
Yeah, slip has gone now. So he's now reinforced backward point. 3 people behind square on the offside. That's a better length. talked about length throughout these first, 5 games now. With this new ball, this new white ball, if you're going to be able to get a little bit of movement early on, give yourself a chance. Pish it up. Look how it's going to go across here. He's in two minds whether to come forward or go back.
Yeah, that's the class of yesteryear. Sohail Tanvir, when he gets that seam in that beautiful position, that's what he does. He asks questions. Went for 38 from his 4 the other night.
The ledge will just race away for 1. Not a bad over. First over gone, 6 without loss.
Multan had a good outing, 193 for 4 on the board, heavily thanks to 41 from the captain. James wins a magnificent 84, and then Suhaib Maqsood 36. At 20 overs managing 193. Will take some batting here for Peshawar to chase this down.
Danny to open the bowling, not you, Danny. Although you're looking mighty fit, I must say. You look like you are ready to go, Danny Morrison. Saw you doing a bit of skipping today. 22-year-old. What a start. Not seen a lot of this guy, but after 1 ball, I'm impressed.
Yeah, Shah Nawaz Dhani played for Sindh. From Sindh, getting some early shape there. Young guy, J-dot, fast delivery, 140 clicks there. Even Rizwan was happy there behind the stumps.
I'd have liked to just get 1 in my whole career at 140, never mind my first ball. Smiling away, look at them, look at Azam Mahmood smiling away. Told you, coach, pick him.
He almost ran into the bowler there. He's on the fist pump. Yeah, cranking it up in the 140s. I dare say that's what the coaching staff would have told Andy Flower. This guy's got pace. Just be patient, please, Andy.
Told you. Mushy will be telling Andy. Bumper told you. Listen to me. When you want any advice, listen to me, Andy. I'll get it right. Smiling away. They're probably listening. I hope you are listening, Mushy. Yeah, that's all right. Don't mind that from Imam. Better that, because he's not trying to just leave his bat out there. He's just trying to angle it down. Rotation of strike, foundation, set it.
No, 100%. Just give yourself a chance to get set and get in. Because clearly what we're seeing from the first innings, it's such a good surface. A little bit drier than the others, slides on, and if he gets going, as I say, there's going to be some serious fireworks about.
Pace again. That's rushed him, that is. That is a bit of pace.
A few balls ago we saw a collision. Just a slight one, but you see the youngster put up his hand. They're all having a good time. Fist bumps all around. Fantastic scenes. And Corky, you speak about the power in the dugout. We'll come back to this after this ball. In terms of the coaching staff, we saw Andy Flower, we saw Mushi Ahmed, then Azhar Mahmood. What a fantastic opportunity for these youngsters to learn from the greats of different facets of the game.
Well, that's part and parcel of coming and playing franchise cricket. Different coaches, different suggestions to make you better. You've also thrown in a former England international, Ajmal Shahzad, is over and working with him as a bowling coach. That's a good over. That is a good over. The ball before that was 145 clicks. 2 overs gone, 8 without loss. He's loving it. Absolutely loving it. Good first over, bit of pace, Danny Morrison. And also I like the fact that Chris Lynn came over and gave him a few little nice words.
Oh, I'd be nervous as, but this is what it's about. Oh, that's what it's about too, says Imam. What a beauty. Scissors contract for that guy.
Yeah, Imam getting into the action as well. He says, I can show you how to cut as well. In front of backward point this time round. I'm afraid the ball was there to cut as well and making full use of that. Got on top of the bounce. Caressed it to the boundary for another boundary.
Yeah, he's been waving at the crowd that was in as well. He's enjoying the atmosphere. And why not? I like that. I like that from Imam as well. Get the boundary, get off strike.
Yeah, consistency is the key. And what a start. Family are all in the house down here at the National in Karachi. Yeah, they're all here. And they're loving it. He's loving it. The crowd are loving it. And so are the coaching staff.
Well, he's got the essence of the game down. He's definitely enjoying the cricket. Thumbs up, flying kisses, high fives all around. What a scene, what an advert for the game.
Yeah, I like it. Like it because they've set the field and he's now bowling to it.
Which he did in the first over. Really good first over this. It was tight. Mentioned that swing back into the left-hander. Yeah, there's that bit of carry. And then, very first ball of this over, his next one. There's too much width on off and got cut before. So he's fighting back here. 5 off the first 2, a dot ball. What else has the old guy got for us?
Oh, what has he got? He's got the lots.
He's got boshed for a maximum. Talk about an HBL PSL 6. It sounded so sweet off the blade here of Kaman Akmal.
Ah, look at that one go. It's a monster of a hit. 88 meters, and I'm sure everyone in the ground enjoyed that. Well, not quite sure he did.
You just, as a bowler, just don't look at it. As soon as it hits the bat, put your head down, turn round and get to the back of your mark. What a shot. He actually came at it a little bit as well. I do like that. What's he going to do now? Round the wicket, change of angle. Nice. Nice. Now you thought that Wahab Riaz should have done that.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think left arm quicks just have that wonderful angle. It seems so different from right armers doing it right arm round. Now this is the shuffle on. This is what he's renowned for. He comes at you, as you said, Corky, and he gets it clean. It sounded so good off the blade. And then this, he's decided to come around and change it up. And that's what that left arm angle creates.
Now let's see whether Cameron Akmal now goes across. So goes across towards off stump. Let's see if he does that. It's what most batsmen will look to do. Cover your stumps. No, he's just coming down and decided enough is enough. 15 off the over, 3 gone. A happy Darren Sammy, 23 without loss. .171 from 102 then for the Zalmi. If we see that tonight, I can tell you that's going to be probably one of the best chases we'll see. 10 and over required from here. The young man Danny back with his second over. What's he got for us now? Don't mind it. Look at Afridi, he's happy. Ones are all right at the moment.
Well, he's hurrying the guys up. The last ball of the previous over that has got Cameron Akmal stamped all over it. That 100 here at the National and PSL 5 had lots of those in the highlights. We'll see where Akmal takes on young Shahnawaz.
He's going to try and pull him. That's what he's going to do. He has hit him hard here. Hope he's okay. Safety guard was in place. That is what has come off. Hope he's okay. There'll be a check, but I'm sure he'll be okay. But there's definite pace there.
Looked like a very nasty blow there for Kamran Akmal. Immediately the protection came off. He's trying to put it back in now. Let's have a look at the delivery. Shahnaz Dhani here. Cross seam this time round, got good bounce, zipped off the wicket. Really hope Kamran's okay there.
And look, no one wants to see anybody get injured, right? And we hope he's okay. But this is part of cricket. This to me as a bowler, look, it doesn't excite me. I don't want to see anybody hurt, but this is in your armoury. This is part of being a fast bowler. You cannot just run up and think, okay, we'll put it on a length and see if he hits me over the boundary and we'll bowl a couple of Yorkers. It's an aggressive sport. That's what it's all about. And you should know that, Danny Morrison.
Well, it is. It's a gladiator sport. It really is. You're out in the centre, the cauldron, the theatre that is cricket. Whether it's 5-day test cricket, 50 over 1 day, or T20. Bouncer is part of the repertoire of the quick man. And, to be saying that, fast hand, good batters, well, they'll be popping that out of the ballpark.
It is time for that to bowl tea. They can't do a lot now. Their careers are finished. It's tea time for them. They'll be happy. Look at Azhar Mahmood. He's happy.
Loving that zip. He's just saying there. See, I told you, Flair.
So, Danny, I'm going to ask you now, as a former fast bowler, what does he do now? Where's he going? Back to length? Does he try and go Yorker?
2-card trick? Could possibly. Bouncer then Yorker. Does he go with another one? There is a man at deep backward square on the fence as cover.
That's good. That is good. I like that. He was hanging back. That is good bowling. Quick bowling with just under 145 clicks. I like what I'm seeing so far.
Another J-Dot fast delivery, 144 clicks. And what I like about this young man is that he wasn't afraid to bounce Kamran Akmal. We saw in the previous over, he likes to use his feet and come down. J-Dot fast delivery here, 144.4.
Well, that's the intimidation. We talk about having the bouncer in your arsenal and having just hit Kamran Akmal, who loves to hook, who's very, very good at it. Oh, that's a cracker. That really is. What a great answer. What a great retort here from Imam.
And it's brave as well. It's brave from the batsman. He's just seen Kamran Akmal get hit and he's decided, right, I'm coming at you. Cross seam, you're right, beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. Over 145 clicks now.
Again, great theatre. There's a contest on in the middle. Young guy, opportunity, tail up, bowling quick.
Conveyor belt. That's all I see in Pakistan with fast bowling. A conveyor belt. This man has a future.
Yeah, Danny and Corky here both have a wry smile on their face because they're having to see the head and shoulder moves. Kande se boj hata de.
Is that real here? Is that real here from the guy in the middle?
Well, let's get Zainab down there and find out. But yeah, you gentlemen have a wry smile because of the fast bowling on display here.
Well, one of us was fast, one of us wasn't.
Which one?
Danny Morrison was the fast one, I can tell you. Alan Wilkins will say he was, but he wasn't. Oh, a little bit too straight, that one. And an inside edge, it'll race away for a boundary. So the end of an eventful over. 4 overs gone, 33 without loss.
Four overs, 33 without a wicket. It's a very good start. When you're chasing a strong total, you need to get off to a special start, and this really has been exciting to watch. Some top quality speed bowling from Dahani. And Carlos Brathwaite will be the exact opposite. A lot of variations, slow deliveries.
That was the last delivery of Shahnawaz Dahani, an eventful over coming to an end with the boundary. And Sammy looks quite happy here. The chase is totally on.
Edge and 4 for Kamran Akmal. It hasn't been a fluent innings from Kamran Akmal, but we know that he can hurt the opposition because he's got loads of experience. And he can dish out the 4s and 6s as well.
Well, there's an element of design with that shot, isn't there? Because he has guided it. He's got the sort of open face bat. It might not have intended as fine as that, but he certainly intended to run it down to third man. I do you see the grip? It's almost like he's drinking a cup of tea from a cup of bone china. You know,
very English kind of a delivery.
Yes. But
Alan,
watch the grip with Brathwaite here.
Oh, he's such a good player. Square through the offside, bottom-handed hit, over point for 4.
And Kamran Akmal now looking very confident with this shot. The other boundary was not as convincing, but this one, just look at the timing and the lift.
Well, I'm a big fan of Kamran Akmal. I've enjoyed watching him over the years. He's exciting, as you say, Rambo. He can destroy bowlers. Every now and again, Carlos Brathwaite, I mean, he's a big man, but he holds the ball as if he's holding an egg, and he doesn't want to squeeze it too tight, and he's got his little finger off the edge of it as if he's got a little cup of bone china there. And it's all so delicate from one of the biggest men in the game.
Yeah, a 2-minute runny egg, boiled.
Here we go, watch that, look at that. Don't hold the ball too tightly, Carlos. It's so unusual. Sana,
It
what do you
sure
reckon?
is. It sure is. Great observation there, Alan.
Oh, good delivery. Make him drive. I think you'll be less hit. Because the moment you go length against Kamran Akmal, he stays inside the line of the ball and can whack you over point, can play the square leg flick as well.
Now, Carlos Brathwaite does this, and I'll tell you who else used to do it, but he has stopped doing it. It's Chris Jordan, Barbados-born, same island as Carlos. Look at that. It's so unusual to have, well, that's the other grip. Right, he does have, when he lets it go sometimes, he's got the right, ball is there. Now that is very unusual, but Chris Jordan, who plays for England, used to do that. Now he's stopped doing it. I suppose you use the technique
because of pandemic.
Not sure about that. It's a pandemic grip. 43 for no wicket from 5.
Well, the chase is on, as we were just mentioning, 43 without a wicket in no time, and Kamran Akmal can turn it around. We know that he's got experience and can flush the ball hard. Carlos Brathwaite's wife, we believe, at the top of the screen. Right, we can analyze this game through data, Sana, but what is your gut feeling telling you? Because in cricket, gut feeling still matters, still holds position, and it's still very important.
I think with the leg spinner still coming in for Multan, it is going to be a very good contest with Shahid Afridi, the way he bowled in the last match, and now Usman Qadir is also playing today. So it's going to be interesting to see how they are going to do in these middle overs.
Well, meanwhile, the what would you call him? The maverick, the whatever happens, he's always in the action, isn't he? And you know him very well, Ramiz, Shahid Afridi.
No, absolutely. You know, he can be a magician. Has been for Pakistan over such a long period, and I think it's just about right for him to come and do maybe a 2-over stint. The ball is still new, and he hits the deck hard. He's not a big turner of the ball, so he'll keep it nice and simple with a straight line.
Well, he picked up 2 wickets the other night, and he instigated a run out off his own bowling. You just can't keep him out of the action.
He's accurate, he's at the batsman, so starts off with a loopy delivery, still quick through the air. We're talking about a loopy ball at over 90 kmph.
That's Shahid Afridi for you. And what Peshawar batters had done really well along with the Multan team also looked like getting a boundary in the first 3 balls.
Right, winner Mohammad Azam Hamidi got it right. Parkview City question of the day. Match 4. How many teams has Shahid Afridi represented in HBL PSL? How many? Wilcock gone?
It's 3.
Yes. Well done.
It's 3.
Big shot down the ground, no need to run for that one. It's 6. Mighty good from Kamran Akmal. 50 comes up for the Zalmis.
And Shahid Afridi bowling in the power play. Just 2 fielders outside, and Kamran Akmal making sure that the mid-off fielder was in, and he goes for the big shot, maximum.
Well, it's different from what they've done in the last 13 matches. That's their first opening partnership of 50.
There's a sweep, swept beautifully for 4. The scoring rate is rocketing. Kamran Akmal is finding the middle of the willow.
This is a great contest, this. I just love Kamran Akmal. He's decided he's going to take on Shahid Afridi and almost put him in his place. Shahid Afridi will know that. But what has he got in his repertoire to counter this?
Yeah, and Afridi bowling in the power play, I don't remember when I saw this. He usually comes into the middle overs. There's only two fielders outside, left and right hand combination, so definitely the pressure is on.
But he's the senior pro in the leg spinning department, and the ball is new, so he's quick through the air. almost a lucky wicket there, because Kamran Akmal was very close of playing it on.
From your experience with Shahid Afridi, the impression I get is that if Imam ul Haq, or more pertinently if Kamran Akmal goes after him, Shahid kind of loses a little bit, got a shorter fuse.
Yeah, it's a bit like Mutaya Muralidharan in that regard. Murali never liked a batsman hitting him. Quite content to just bowl the length and not be hit. And Shahid Afridi can go for a bit of a spin. You know, he then overanalyzes stuff.
Big shot.
12 runs in the over, make that 13. Very good over for the Zalmis. 56 without a wicket down. National Stadium beautifully lit up, and what a great contest this is turning out to be. Sultans 193 for 4, massive innings from Multan Sultans. Vince, Rizwan, Maqsood setting up the show for them, and Zalmi in pursuit of a gigantic score. 56 without a wicket.
Well, right now Zalmi are ahead of Multan at the same stage after 6 overs. Peshawar 56 for no wicket. This is the power play.
Yeah, we saw some very good shots. He's an elegant player, Imam ul Haq, not your typical T20 player, but he is. Kamran Akmal just went berserk. That was a lovely straight drive from Imam, and then he took a liking to Afridi, hitting him for a 6 over long off, and following it up with a boundary through square leg.
And Kamran Akmal loves to play on the offside, loves leg spinners. And Shahid Afridi bowling in the power play. The only time Shahid Afridi bowled in the power play in PSL last time was 1 over, and he went for 20 runs in that over.
Well, I'm not sure where Abdul would be right now, but Usman Qadir, son of the great Abdul Qadir.
Smile Donuts is what we're looking at, and they need to eat also, I think.
Well, you're going to have to look at not the action of the donuts, but the action of Usman Qadir here, Ramiz. It's only his second match, only his second PSL match. By comparison, 56 for no wicket now, and Multan were 46 for 1 at this stage.
Answer the question and win a plot. Which was the first HBL PSL match played in Pakistan? Answer on Parkview City's Facebook page to win daily tablets and 1 plot of land at the end of the league. It's a plot of land for you, Wilco, somewhere there?
Well, actually, I'm in competition because David Gower's put in a bid as well.
Anywhere near Karsaz, KDA, a posh area, KDA. That'd do you nicely.
You'd recommend it, would you?
Absolutely,
Elise?
absolutely. You love it here.
Would it be?
Already, I mean, an honorary citizen.
I've been looked after nicely. Now then, I'm so looking forward to seeing this. Obviously, having seen over the years the great Abdul Qadir.
Well, he's clearly taller than Abdul Qadir, so doesn't need to really flight the ball a lot, but he's temperamentally strong, and I think at this stage you look for temperament, especially if you're a leg spinner, because you'll be hit, you'll be hurt, but your bounce back ability will be scrutinized. Let's see how he does the job here. 56 without a wicket, in desperate need of a strike here. Multan Sultans. That's not a bad start. That zipped across off the surface at pace.
Just want to ask Sana Mir here. Sana, who's captain of Pakistan women's team for 8 years. Sana, do we have many female leg spinners coming through?
Yes, there are two particularly who have been very impressive. One is Roop Shah, who is actually with the team now, and then there's another one who can be a very good potential all-rounder, Tuba Hassan. She can bowl a googly too, so she's also very impressive.
He's excellent against leg spin and always has his issues against left arm. 16 dismissal with an average of less than 20 against leggies. He's a fabulous player. Strike rate is 180 against leg spin. Oh, wrong on, didn't read it. Missing the stumps down the leg side, right, DRS. They are seriously going to consider DRS. They've gone for it.
TV umpire to director. We have a clear review for LBW. The on-field decision is not out. Let's start with front foot, please. Fair delivery. Move on to front on spin vision, please. It's nice and slow. Ball is close to the bat. Need to confirm through ultra edge, please. Let's keep rolling, flat line, and ball passing the bat, only through to the bat. Satisfied, no bat in ball. Go for ball tracking when ready, please. Original decision not out. Pitch outside off. Impact in line. Wicket sitting. Go back to on-field umpire. Halim, you need to reverse your decision. You are on screen. Please signal.
Beautiful bowling, and for once getting it wrong, Aleem Dar, but that googly turned. It kept low as well, and it looked close the moment it hit him live on the pad. 37 of just 24 balls. Zalmi lose their first wicket for 57.
बात है मेरे बच्चे बोल
Well, the best thing about leg spin bowling is that there is always drama around the corner. You'll see the leggy, the googly Tom Kohler, Cadmore, right, 1 in 3. 57 for 1. There's a slip in pace as well, and he will have his work cut out here. Can he pick the wrong gun? Oh, he wanted to create that gap between bat and pad. I'm sure it was a wrong gun attempted once again. But it was a flatter trajectory, and the ball spun sharply. That got the better of Kamran Akmal.
It was on him so quickly. Look, it's hit the pad and the bat comes down late. Cross the line of the ball. Oh, hello. Hello. It's a great reaction, isn't it, in the dugout?
When mushy applause, that means you've really done well. Oh, another close one. Maybe it was a wrong gun and could have missed the stumps. Right, the wrong gun attempted, and maybe an inside edge as well. Mush is getting excited.
It's a team of leg spinners. Mushi, Imran Tahir.
Beautifully ball gripping and turning. What a good start from Usman Qadir. 59 for 1. There's still plenty of firepower left in that lineup. 59 for 1. It's good that Multan Sultans have backed their strength, which is spin bowling, especially leg spin bowling. There's a little bit of inside edge that saved him.
It was a wonderful delivery because it changed direction in its flight. Mushi Ahmed was with England.
Yeah, he gave it out actually. He could never make a good captain. Mushi, sorry, a good umpire.
I think he's listening to you.
I hope he is. We like his energy. I like his passion for the game, Mushi. If you can hear me, Mushi, give me a thumbs up, or a thumbs down. That's gone through. Rizwan is one of the best in Pakistan behind the stumps, and missing this one from Afridi. It's a top spinner, I think.
4 byes there. The first extras of this innings from Multan.
Quicker one, put away, one bounce over the rope for 4, picked up the length so early, in position to play that pull shot. That's an excellent start.
Tom Kohler-Cadmore has got quite a reputation, played a lot of cricket with Worcestershire, but he's now with the county of Yorkshire, county of his birth, and his reputation is of a hard hitter. Got long levers, he's tall, and anything short he's going to punish.
Trying to cramp him, followed the batsman, and that may just go and hit the fence as well. Solid inside edge. He's all confused, perplexed. What happened then?
There's a huge gap between mid-wicket and fine leg because there's no fielder on this deep square, and there's a huge gap, and now they are adjusting the field there. And Tom Kohler-Cadmore definitely had an eye for that big gap on square leg.
Makes room, that's gone up in the air. Will it be held? Nobody's really chasing it down hard. Ball safely, that miss it. And after 8, 74 for 1.
Karachi at night, lit up here. We've got a game on our hands too. Peshawar Zalmi 74 for 1, 75 now. And this partnership just in its infancy, 18 from 10. They've lost the wicket of Kamran Akmal to 37. He's ticking along nicely. David Gow, Danny Morrison alongside.
Yeah, that ticking's got to continue because that asking rate, it's very much in control in this form of the game at just over 10s. Still got to be done.
Oh, lovely bit of spin, a little bit of turn. Rizwan does well. David, how familiar does this action look
well, for
to
a moment,
you?
Very, very familiar. It's like being here in 1984. Carter Sr. was a brilliant, brilliant leg spinner, and Carter Jr. seems to have inherited a lot of the good genes.
It's a fair delivery. Now show me best side angle, please. Yes. Roll forward. Roll forward. The foot is grounded behind the popping trees. Before the bails are off, I'm ready to make my decision. My decision for the big screen is not out. Repeat, not out.
Yeah, not quite quick enough there, Rizwan. A good delivery though. Push for 2. No, slips at the bowler's end.
Yeah, not as bad as here tonight. Have done themselves a mischief. They've either been hit in the midships. Saw Riley Rousseau get clocked. We've seen Kamran Akmal get clocked, and now here Colin Cadmore has gone down in a screaming heap. Got to wear the full studs, brother, on the heels.
Clever behind point, read the wrong and well, picks up 4.
Yeah, it makes all the difference. If you read it properly from the hand and you're in the right position to play the right shot. And it wasn't quite as well directed as Usman Kara would have hoped himself.
Shades of you in 84 here then.
Well, made hundreds.
Got an angry streak to him as well, Usman Kadir. Oh, bit of byplay now. At some stage, you've got to let it go. Only way the game continues.
That's inherited too.
Everything from that front arm, it all looks so similar, doesn't it?
I reckon it's about 90%. I think the arm is just slightly quicker because Abdul had a sort of slightly slower rhythm. But so, you're absolutely right, so much of it is much the same.
Nicely played, but another pretty tidy over from Usman Kadir. 2 overs, 1 for 11. It is 82 for 1.
I mean, just a word about the Qadars. I thought Abdul was an absolutely brilliant bowler, and in many ways up there with Shane Warne, who is definitively the best leg spinner ever. I suppose you could almost say very different characters. You could almost say, you know, the skills with the wrists and the fingers and the varieties incredibly similar. Maybe just the vocabulary was a little different. You know, Abdul, nothing against Shane at all, but Abdul was a lovely, lovely man. Yeah, just looking again. He has the varieties. This one's tossed up here. And his father was very good at the orthodox leg break. He allegedly had 2 googlies. I'm still trying to work that one out. Top spinner and a sort of flipper that came through. The first time you saw it, you didn't see it. Next time you sort of had a bit of a clue.
Brathwaite starts a new over. That's good running. Just inside the circle. Placement and running.
There's a little passage of play here. It'll fascinate me because Carlos Brathwaite, I've seen a bit of him around the circuit in T20, working at his game, his technique, but also about his mental side of things. Forever beating himself up, very emotional at times. Seen it in the Caribbean, but he really does feel that he's got his rhythm back, he's enjoying his cricket, and he's not beating himself up so much.
Oh, that's really nicely played from Kohler Cadmore.
Timing, all good timing. And it's very much on the up as well, even though he came down, and even though Brathwaite obviously decided to try and take a little bit of length out of it, still had the presence of mind and the technique and the hands to earn the round of applause.
I must say, I've never seen a release like Carlos Brathwaite's. I don't remember in your many years, David. There's been a couple more around, a couple more years before me, and Alan Wilkins was talking about it. I've never seen anything like this. A little finger out to the side, both fingers underneath the ball, the thumb and the other finger underneath the ball. It's a bizarre, self-taught thing, clearly.
Yeah, and he has been conscious of trying to experiment, but not go over the top about it. But you're right, Billy, it's fascinating because I haven't seen a lot of it since the Caribbean Premier League last year or the year before that. But yeah, sometimes it just seems the deception where it just flights out, just sort of floats at you.
Chance, oh, he was gone. Gone for all money. They're still confused.
Oh. Wouldn't have needed a third umpire here, would we? But actually, the key decision, and this thing has to be completely instinctive, the key decision here, because it's hit him, gone straight to him. And the batsman is how far down? 10, 12 yards down. He could have actually strolled in with the ball. Well, it doesn't miss by much. It's nearly a brilliant piece of fielding, but you could have just taken it in.
Yeah, they're not panicking here at the moment. Picking up one boundary and over. Cruising along at 8s, 7s, 8s, 9s at the moment. Setting the platform here. Peshawar Zalmi. Terrific effort from the Sultans, 193 for 4. Will it be enough? Something to say about it at the moment as TKC good quick single to finish. So 9 from that over, 91 for 1 at the halfway stage. 103 off 60, still plenty to come for the Zalmi. Shoaib Malik, Haider Ali, Shafane Rutherford, if required. Shahid Afridi, 2 overs, none for 24. Again in the gap and beautifully timed, away to the boundary for 4. Geez, he hits it well.
Quick on his feet, quick with his hands. It wasn't as short as he made it look. And he timed it absolutely beautifully.
Yeah, love an oppo smart hit. Particularly Tommy KC. Saw him in the T10 in Abu Dhabi recently. And he impressed there with his quick hands.
Vast experience of Shahid Afridi required here. 5 off the first couple of deliveries. Been around so long as Shahid Afridi, one of only 4 cricketers in the history of T20 cricket with 300 wickets and 3,000 runs. Great achievement that. DJ Bravo, Andre Russell, Shakib Al Hassan, the others. HBL win predictor. What have we got? 44 Peshawar, 59 for the Sultans. I think it's a bit closer than that, surely.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're right. It feels closer. It does feel closer, but you've got to go with the data. Or the data. Where are you?
Well, you haven't got any on that decrepit old phone of yours, have you? You keep searching for Wi-Fi. You got no data, whatever you like to call it.
Turn it off 10 years. You're always talking about.
Where are you, Oppo? Wrong in. Nicely bowled. They'll pinch 1. It's another decent over, 9 coming from it. It's 11 overs have been bowled, exactly 100 for 1 now. Peshawar Zalmi. It's the signal from umpire Aleem Dar, and we will have a Tapal T strategic timeout. We've come to the end of the Tapal T strategic timeout. Imam Al-Haq is 30, Kola Cadmore 29. Imam's with us. Imam, just what did you talk about through that little break there, mate?
It's just that, we need one boundary in 1 over. So, the rate required is 10, and we just talk about, just we will run hard and we look for one boundary in an over.
A little bit of turn as well, eh? Something to be kept wary of?
Yeah, it's just a little bit, and they have a good quality spinner. So we make sure that, if it's a bad ball, we look for runs.
Appreciate your time, my man. Good luck. Keep going.
Thank you.
Really nice, that, isn't it? Just have a quick chat. Just get a little insight what was going through the minds of Imam Al-Haq. Tom Kola Cadmore, 43 from 27, the partnership. A little bit of spin remaining. Usman Kadir's bowled 2, he's got 1 for 11. Afridi's bowled 3, none for 33. So another 3 overs of spin available to the Sultans. Good start. That one boundary, there it is. Looking for it early in the over, they've picked it up. Wrong in, well picked, well read. It'll be a comfortable single out to mid-wicket. Right, sideline. Zainab, you've got a special guest with you.
Thanks to Ali Rahman, the actor Ali Rahman, who's extremely dynamic, is here, and it's his first year of association with Peshawar Zalmi as a brand ambassador. Ali, पहले तो आपको बहुत-बहुत welcome हो यहाँ पे. I mean, आपका पहला साल है Peshawar Zalmi के साथ. It's really exciting that you're part of the HBL PSL as well. I mean, I'm sure you're really excited to be part of it too.
I'm really excited. I mean, this is the first time that I'm being associated with any team in the PSL, and that too Zalmi, because I'm Pashtun. So my association with Zalmi had to be very special, because for me, I've always been a supporter of Zalmi, and I wanted to be a part of Zalmi. So I couldn't have just been a part of any team. It had to be Zalmi, and so I'm very, very happy. I'm excited to be here. It's PSL, and the atmosphere, just the fact that we're hosting these international players in Pakistan. We're having cricket in these dire times. It's an amazing feeling just being here and seeing this happen.
I mean, we saw the Zalmi song as well. We've heard it. It's gone viral. You've seen obviously how it's been shot and everything. काफी लोगों ने appreciate किया.
It was actually the first time I heard it, I was blown away. It was, it went viral within the first day of releasing. Hands down to the Zalmi team for having the vision to produce something like that. For the director Hassan Dawar, who produced it. It's all of us were just so happy to be a part of it and to lend ourselves to the video. The music is outstanding by these kids who've just done phenomenal work. We're so happy that we have now somehow changed the game, with the anthem. So I'm really happy that came out.
Well, speaking about the cricket, obviously you're following Peshawar Zalmi. They've even won HBL PSL. Tell me, who's your favorite player who's playing out here?
Well, I really enjoy watching Wahab Riaz. He's a fast bowler, and who doesn't like watching a fast bowler? So every time he's in action, I really love watching him. Today I'm especially really, Kamran Akmal has played so well. Where we still have a chance at 107. I am really, I have my fingers crossed. I think we might just win this. I feel we might just win this.
Well, it's great that you're here, because I've always said that it's great to see that the entertainment industry has always supported cricket, has always supported the HBL PSL. Quickly tell me, match situation के बारे में क्या सोच रहे हो?
But situation, अब यही मैं सोच रहा हूँ. I mean, we're always, all of us love being a part of cricket. I mean, we love cricket, and we just really always want to be here, supporting the teams. Just lending whatever support we can, and also enjoying it. We're also spectators. But match के बारे में अब यही है. It's a little tense, but I'm here to support my Peshawar Azmare. So once I'm biting my nails, but I have full confidence in my team, and I know inshallah.
Well, keep supporting Peshawar Zalmi, keep supporting the HBL PSL, and thank you so much for coming here.
Having me.
And yeah, it's back to the commentary box.
Thanks, Zainab. Ali Rahman Khan there, star of Janan, great movie, romantic comedy back in 2016. I was watching it in the hotel the other day. superb stuff. Into the 12th over, 110 for 1.
Well, Zalmi trying to track down the opposition, and the game is certainly on. 48 balls to get 84. Quite enjoyed the way they've actually played leg spin, because it can be a challenge if you're not reading the bowler off the palm. Trying to read stuff off the pitch, you're late in executing big shots, and we haven't seen that, especially from Kohler. Kohler Catbo. Afridi needs to strike to make it interesting. Quicker delivery that goes straight to the field. A misfield allows them a run. There's a little bit of confusion. Could have been a run out.
Yeah, Sohail Tanveer not grabbing the ball cleanly. Could have been a chance because non-striker had come down a long way. Let's have a look here. Yeah, should have been picked up quite cleanly. Imam had come down a long way.
It was almost a dental job then, Aruj. Could have gone straight up into that jaw. And they would have been looking up here towards you. Those of you wondering, Uruj Mumtaz Khan is one of the leading dental surgeons in this part of the world. Yes, Ramiz.
I'm speechless. Because I thought you were going to say one of the leading commentators in our circuit.
I haven't finished the sentence yet.
No, you said Ramiz and you wanted an opinion? Chance, non-strikers, and had to be a direct hit.
I like the plan here. Afridi's working to. He's got the field on for the right-hander. He's got a tight-knit backward point region. He's bowling those wide length deliveries. Falling into plan that would have been in.
You see, hitting the turf really slowed the speed of the ball because it's a rough square. It's not a grassy square, so you've got to hit the keeper on the full with your throws. That's good batting, good use of the feet. You see, you can create your own angles if you get to the pitch of the ball, which was the case on that occasion. If he keeps on having those smiley, what are they? Smile donuts. I'm sure you'll have him in your clinic very soon.
Well, at your service, boys and girls. I'm sure they taste fantastic.
That's your endorsement. How good you are as a dentist. 115 for 1. Required rate 11.29, and that really is going to be the end matter in the end. Not lots of wickets, it's whether Zalmi have got the temperament to look at that and still believe that they can finish the job, get over the line. Many teams don't. They stutter, they look at the climbing scoring rate or asking rate, and then they suffer from a bout of confusion. (79 of 42 balls. What do you think, guys?
Well, it's really on, isn't it? I mean, you've got two players here. This partnership now is 58.
Right chance, and almost a brilliant catch. Braithwaite there, diving full length forward. Probably misjudged the flight on that one. A little late in reacting to that catch.
Yeah, it wasn't a steepler though, was it? It came at him. Yeah, and possibly came a little late for it. That might have been a visit to your place, Arouj. Look at that. They can be nasty, those.
Yeah, never easy when you have to dive in front. But I thought, watching outside from the window here, he was a little bit late getting off the mark.
Goes straight back over the bowler's head again. Carlos Braithwaite with a full length dive, couldn't stop it. Well, the charge is on.
Imam ul Haq is hitting this ball well. He struck that out of the middle of the bat, down the pitch again to Carter. Full length dive from the big man, and it looks good kill.
I think he was initially looking for two, only a single. 15 fours and 2 sixes so far in this innings. Jubilee My Stars 11 Fantasy League last night's winners Kamran Ahmed with 573.5 points. Must have got Hafiz and Fakhr Zaman in that lineup in his fantasy league. Maybe Chris Gale, Haris Rauf. Sparkling performance by Hafiz and by Fakhr. Play Jubilee My Stars 11 Fantasy Cricket. You can play as well and win prizes worth a crore, which is what, about 60,000 US. Tapping the ball will not work for the Zalmis. I think you've got to go for big shots here. 71 of 37.
What Imam did really well against Usman was use the feet when he was flighting the ball to negate the spin. And since then, Usman's pulled in a little bit shorter.
A lot of inside edge. But that one spun sharply. 1, 2, 3 for 1.
Well, he bowled in the googly the ball before, and this has turned really appreciably. Yeah, he might have a wry smile now, but he certainly was deceived by the exaggerated spin.
Yeah, 8 of that over in the context of the game. Very good over. The run rate creeping now just under 12. 71 required now. The 36 deliveries for Peshawar.
Well, our Brighton mascot looks relaxed. But now the rate, as you say, Arouj, is just a shade under 12 and over. 6 overs to go, 71 required. Now Tom Kohler Cadmore has got a century on his CV in T20 cricket. Hits the ball very hard. He's going to have to find the boundary though. That century was for the county of Worcestershire, which was against the northern county of Durham, and it came off only 54 balls. That was 5 seasons ago at Worcester. 8 sixes and 14 fours. He's since moved county. He now plays up in Yorkshire, but this fella's 26 now, but he's got a good reputation in England, and he's well set here. 40 from 26, Tom Kohler Cadmore, and his strike rate is 153. And and it's appreciably higher than Imam ul Haq's 122.
That's into the gap, and probably not a four, but well stopped by Khushdil. He was outstanding in the field, Tom Kohler Cadmore. Started off with a cap given by Mohammad Akram, but have a look at some fielding glimpses. Was committed to the cause, and he's played leg spin beautifully here. Saw confidence in good skill work. Nice high elbow on that occasion. Cross the stumps to create an angle through the leg side. I think Multan Sultans at this stage would be looking to just block the fours and sixes. They need 3 fours in every over from here till the end.
I think they're really happy with if Peshawar continue nudging the singles, not bothering Multan too much, because it's important for the two gentlemen in the middle who have gotten themselves in to push it all the way to the end, because it's not easy for the new batter.
Big shot, catch, not to be four. Beautifully struck. He's tall and he's a strong lad.
I've said it before, Ramiz, he's got long levers and he swings and pivots this, and he picks his gap on that leg side. He's crunched this. That's an oppo smart hit. It certainly was. Not this time, Ricky.
Sure, he's going to be searching for another boundary here. He's got the three men in the ring on the leg side, and just the one deep backward point on the off side, including the mid-off.
Camping on the back foot, wanted to put it up in the air, were probably long on, but it was expertly bowled by Braithwaite. Nice and full. Right, what about the super over? Yeah, the J-Dot over 15 degrees.
Yeah, we've got to look
still
at
a super over.
We've got to look at that action again. So now the required rate is 12. 12 and over here. The run rate they're scoring at is below 9. It's 8.9. As I say, a couple of boundaries here. And Imam ul Haq, does he change gear here? Does he go up the gears? He's striking at 124.
He's not a six hitter, Imam ul Haq, not renowned for hitting the big shots, so it can be a problem. 133 for 1. City that never sleeps. Right, Aruj?
Absolutely. Live watching the cricket. Non-stop action here from Karachi for the first half of the PSL. An interesting match we have up here. 61 from 30 deliveries over Peshawar need.
.133 for the loss of 1 now. It's a good start on Imam ul Haq. He has hit 35 sixes in his T20 career, so hits a 6 after every 44 balls. So he's faced 38. So a 6 is round the corner. It's the mini 6. I think it's gone. Given by the on-field umpire. Now they needed him out there. Settled batsman. Should have been there to finish the job. But Carlos Braithwaite has got muscles and a rocket-like arm, and it was beautifully done in the end by Rizwan. Got a good bounce.
Yeah, right on top of the stumps. Rizwan didn't have to do a lot. What a rocket throw from here. Never thought there was 2 runs on there.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a half decision to go back for the second. He's paid for it. 48 Imam ul Haq, 134 for 2.
Sharfain Rutherford from Guyana. South America, oblique West Indies. They need sparkling display of 4s and 6s from him, and he can hit them big. 26 is best score. He's 22 years of age. Seen a lot of young, good batsmen come through the West Indian ranks of late. He goes big, sparkling start. Typical Caribbean response.
What a fantastic shot that is. That's rocketed off his bat. Rami is showing us exactly what these batsmen can do. What a hit that was on top of the bounce. Fantastic.
Is that the best shot of the match?
Well, it certainly is. Just look at the poise through, the follow through. And he didn't even move a muscle after that. Banged into the boundary.
Now Shahid, advice to the bowler. What a brilliant start. Now, bearing in mind he's been sitting down in the dugout watching the last partnership, which was worth 76 runs from 51. They don't warm up, they just come straight in.
That's wide. Gotta be a wide, right? So Rutherford hits a 6 after every 12 balls. Compared to Imam ul Haq, who hits a 6 after every 44 balls. So he got a very good bounce, steadied himself, rocket-like arm on the bounce to keeper, right on top of the stumps, and he was miles away from the crease. Didn't really get hold of that one, otherwise it could have been more than a single. Look at him trying to break his bat. He's so disgusted, frustrated with that miss hit.
Well, sometimes the full toss just come out of the blue, of course. The wind predicted slightly tilting towards Peshawar. 52 plays 48. And Sharfain Rutherford will feel he missed out on a boundary opportunity there, Alan.
Yeah, they did. 3 balls, if they're all legal, to complete the 16th over. They could do with a couple of boundaries or at least one here. And then your 17th over, they've got to ignite the burners here. Is it all going to fall on the shoulders here of Tom Kohler-Cadmore?
That's down the leg side. He's under pressure. Sohail Tanveer didn't have a great outing last time he was out there. Maybe that is still weighing heavily in his mind.
There's one aspect going in Zalmi's favour here. They're at the top of the log of all the franchises at the highest batting run rate in the over 16 to 20. They're a fraction under 10 and they're way ahead of everyone else. So that will be in Zalmi's favour. But it's a big responsibility here for the young Englishman. 45 years from 28. Still 3 balls to go to complete the 16th.
Direct hit, they didn't go for it. That's nice and full. Using the field on the offside. Yeah, they are the heavyweights in the last 4 overs. Last 5 overs go at a run rate of almost 10. What do they need now? 52 of 26 balls, so they need 12 and over from here till the end. Still a doable job.
Yeah, and you spoke about Tanveer having not the best of ends in the previous game as well. They had 20 or something over 20 to defend, and he gave away 19 in the penultimate over in his previous game. Might just be wearing on his mind a little bit here.
That stat probably is allied to the fact that they had in their armoury Shahid Afridi, Kieran Pollard and Darren Sammy. They're not there now.
Well, they have the left-hander, and gracefully done for 6. Right, he hits a 6 after every 12 balls. He's hit a 6 after facing only 2.
Well, looks like they don't need those 3 players if Sherfin Rutherford can bat like that. In the slot and there to be hit. What a fine job he's done. Cleared the boundary by a mile. 80 meters there. The fielder obviously had no chance.
Sohail Tanveer thinks James Vince could have made an effort, but I'm sorry, no, that was a great hit. Darren Sammy gives the nod of approval. You liked that, Darren, didn't you?
And easily done over long on. Seemed to have just caressed it. 46 of 25. Will go again. Short ball, put away for 4. Bad bowling. Shorter in length on the leg side with a fine leg up in the circle. Why would you bowl that length and line?
Well, he bowled a bad over to Lewis Gregory the other night against Islamabad, and he's the most experienced bowler in this side. End of the over, 152 for 2.
42 required for the Zalmi off 24. Asking's only just over 10s. So this is well and truly on the cards for the Zalmi. Need a wicket here badly for those in blue and green. Young fellas on. Shanawaz swapping ends. Here we go. Good pace. And the protection. They really do need a wicket here. Mrs. Cork and Khan alongside.
And you know what's coming. You know it. What's coming, Don?
Oh no.
You know it.
Look how tight it is, though. It is tight. You're right, they need a wicket. I want this young man to just bowl the way he did in the first 2 overs. He's up against very fine hitter of the ball in Sherfin Rutherford. Got to go full. Remember the length of the Yorker. They stand really deep in their crease. It has to be pitching in there. Spider will probably show you on top how deep he is.
Third man fine leg up. And he bowls length here. Good heat. 142 clicks this one.
Got away with that one. Just outside off stump.
Length, wasn't it? It was length. And the only way he got away, because he got away, was the pace. Pace and the bounce. He's done him for a bit of pace there. Let's have a look at the win predictor again. The HBL win predictor. Oh.
1%.
Stop.
A tie. Stop it. That's super over from Cork. Oh, hello! Celebration City. Here we go. Youngster's done it. Arms aloft and let's do it again, he says. Love a celebration with big Carlos Brathwaite.
Tahani has arrived. Outside off, stump ball away from the left-hander. It's clipped. 2 point.
Umpire to director. We have an umpire referral for one ball. The soft signal is out. Let's start with fair delivery. Go back. Can I have the other side of this one? Yes. Yes, satisfied, fair delivery. Can you show me the best angle for the bump ball, please? It's nice and slow. Yeah, roll back, please. Now rock and roll. Do you have any other angle for this one? Okay. Nice and slow. Yeah, roll back one more time and now roll forward. The ball, before hitting the bat, it grounded, but after hitting, it went straight in the air. Yeah. I want to see the catch as well now. Yeah. Yes, keep rolling, keep rolling. Yes, keep rolling. The catch is clearly taken. I'm ready to make my decision. My decision for the big screen is out, repeat out.
Hurrah! We've got there tonight.
What a moment for Dahani. Excellent first couple of overs. Swap ends, his side under pressure, up against Shafane Rutherford. Gets the wicket, he goes to 15. They needed that. 153 for 3.
बोल दिया
one selfie moment.
A super scene here with 20% allowed through the gate here to watch live at the Karachi National. Hoping as the tournament develops, let more in the fans, that is, through the turnstiles. 39 years young these days, Shoaib Malik. Ton of experience. Well, he was playing last century, in fact. Played in the 20th century for Pakistan.
39 not good enough, is the age of 40. You want Afridi, Hafiz, everybody 40. Dahani now, he's got pace and he's doing a job.
It's nicely bowled, because last time these two sides met in 2019, Peshawar chased 52 runs from the last 4 overs. Pollard caned 3 maximums in a row in the 18th over. So they chased down 173 that night. Oh, great hands from the big West Indian. That last delivery, 146.5.
Getting quicker. Come on, keep running in.
Great scene. Great energy. Hello and goodbye. Talk about a rescue club that has gone the distance. Wonderful striking from Tommy KFC.
Gets to his 50 as well. Just a matter of clearing that left leg. Pace on the ball and pace off the bat.
Yeah, in the slot, wasn't it? Got away with one early on to Shafane Rutherford. Doesn't get away with it. He's a good striker of the ball, Kola Cadmore. It's an excellent 50. 40 from 20 now.
Oh, delays enough is enough. Gone. The old boys got under it. Celebration. The young and the old doing it together. The end of Kola Cadmore.
Oh, dancing in the wing. Short ball. Tries to ramp this over third man, but what an over. What a terrific over. The Yorker and then the short ball.
Yeah, it's brave, isn't it? With third man up, it's brave. Had to set himself just. Suhail Tanvir just. Look at this for a celebration. Get your other arm up. There we go. 2 in and over. This is easy. Good innings from Kola Cadmore. Goes for 53. 160 for 4.
Says it all. 18 balls left, 34 required, so very gettable. But they've just lost Tommy Kola Cadmore and got Haider Ali in. So Shoaib Malik, with all his experience, has only just got to the crease. Haider Ali, a very good Yorker, but he got a bat on it, just on the leg stump enough from Brathwaite.
Boundary off the first ball. Exactly what Peshawar did not want. Did want. Multan did not want.
No, Multan, you're right.
Got it all wrong.
We're all getting excited here, Baz. You need to just calm down. Sit down, take a tablet and a drink. We're all getting excited and giddy here.
Morrison and yourself have taken all my tablets. This time down the ground, hit the stump. Maybe saved a run.
Maybe 2. They will pick up 2.
Yeah, as you said, Dominic Cork, was brave stuff from Dahani. Great to see a young man getting an opportunity on this big stage. He got thumped down the ground for a big 6, and the very next one gets rid of his man, courtesy of Suhail Tanvir. Luckily, he had his dancing shoes on here tonight. Yeah. Crossover, do-si-do, your partner. Great move on the dance floor. Oh, that's clean! And straight enough and sweet enough for 4 more. Wonderful stuff here. Haider Ali, 2 4s in the over already. Only halfway done. 170 for 4, they're going sweetly.
In the slot, pumped down the ground. Oh, that's come back. The umpire did well to get out of the way.
And the bowler. And the bowler. Just think about the speed it comes off the bat. As a bowler, you're trying to focus on the ball, trying to take the catch. Surely now this game is done and dusted. 24 from 15.
Oh, clean again. Trying to go full here, Carlos Brathwaite. And at the moment, Haider Ali enjoying himself. Now it's back over to you, Salim Malik. Yeah. Parkview, spirit of the game, spirit of cricket here in season 6. And Lahore at the top. The Qalandars, Alan. The Gladiators second. And then United and Kings. Then the Zalmi and the Sultans. Oh, clean. Vince does well.
Yeah, 12 from the over so far. Ball to spare, good fielding. He's a good fielder, James Vince. He can do some dopey things at times. Mainly he is a very good fielder. Important ball now is free hit, everybody would say. When I mean free hit, that he's got to try and finish this game, take pressure off, look for the boundary.
Yeah, Haider Ali has been hitting it sweet. Spliced. It ends the over, an intriguing one. 13 off, 173 for full.
He's lucky there. He's got away with a full waist high that if you get any bat on it, that's a boundary. It's a beautiful evening here in Karachi. Lovely weather, little breeze. Excellent cricket, crowd in. 21 from 12. What a view that is. Always get it, don't you, Danny? Always get it. A conference, everybody's coming up to tell you what to do. As a young man, just keep doing what you've been doing. Take wickets, stop the boundary, get into the over. First 2 balls, imperative not to go for a boundary.
So here is the penultimate over here of match 6. Look at this. What a good catch. What a good catch from Brathwaite. And follow up to get rid of Tom Colacadmore. Very good catch in the end too from Tambia. First ball has disappeared. First 2 are so crucial in any penultimate over a T20.
And what a crucial hit this is. That has gone a long, long way. He's held the post and has that hit taken the game away.
Just missed it. Missed his Yorker. Still up at 143 clicks that. Hold the pose. Hold it. Hold it. What a shot to start the over. The game is done. I said it a few balls ago. This game is done. Aggressive hitting at the start of an over, puts pressure on the field inside. They've got no answer.
Oh, and that's going to be a wide. Geez, that's a good take from the skipper, but it's certainly a wide. And there is perhaps the exposure of inexperience here in the young man. Yorker, he could bowl great Yorkers and was confident enough to do it. Your go-to delivery.
Yeah, went short, went too short. It's a terrific take from Rizwan. That's quick, short, too short, but pressure's on.
That's serious wheels, that is. That's quick.
Oh, he went full again. Really hope, in terms of his development here, Dhani, he gets that Yorker right. Man, is he going to be one heck of a talent.
Ask you a question, Danny Morrison. I'm going to put you have the last over. What can you defend? What can you defend off the last over?
Yeah, you'd love double figures, wouldn't you? But I don't think it's going to happen. We've still got 4 to go in this. Could you defend 8?
You can. First 2 balls again.
Yeah, big ask. Not impossible. And don't you mention that thing called an over. Oh, has he? Shoaib! Shoaib! Shoaib Malik! Oh, wonderful scenes here if you love yellow and black.
The 19th over, the crucial over of the innings. And Peshawar have turned it on. First Haider Ali, now Shoaib Malik.
What a great game of cricket this has been. So far, what a great game of cricket. Some excellent innings, we've been some fantastic bowling, some good fielding, and we're just seeing class finishing this game off. Experience of Shoaib Malik, the youth of Haider Ali. And you have to give credit to both teams here. They've put a show on in Karachi.
Just been told by Mazza, 309 sixes to Shoaib Malik. Talk about a ton of experience. 309 maximums to Shoaib Malik in this format. And he's just got a brace here to line things up very nicely for the Zalmi. They just need 5 off 8.
309, you said. Hasn't been playing for too long, though. Just burst onto the scene, Shoaib Malik, has he?
20th century.
Correct.
Baz Khan, we love you. Still great signs for Multan, unearthing young Dahani. Really is an exciting talent with speed. Might have just lost it a little bit here in this penultimate over, but there are great signs of a real healthy talent on show here tonight.
Yeah, and this is the education of this young man as well, making his way in, you know, a pressurised situation, being beamed around the world. You can be very proud, even if their team will go and lose this game, but be proud of what you've done tonight. You've enjoyed it. They've deserved to win. They've chased down a huge total, and they deserve to win.
Oh, it's on the stumps. An open blade, but there is protection, of course, and Riley Rousseau out there. But, these flaying blades of both Malik and Haider Ali have been entertaining, to say the least. Darren Sammy with a new hairdo in 2021. Certainly didn't have that back in the Caribbean with the CPL. Just changing it up a little. What about you, Baz?
The pandemic, you don't get many hairdressers anyway.
Some of us don't need him. Oh, clean! And what a great way to finish off here at the National. Over extra cover for 6. Thank you very much, Peshawar Zalmi. Cruise with an over to spare and 6 wickets in the bank.
24 off 8 for Haider Ali. And he smashed his way through to victory. And what a shot to end it all.